Well, hello again, sports fans. Welcome to Cable Channel 15 TV, cablechannel15tv.com, YouTube at Newport Cable 15 TV. David Black, Hayden Schultz, Brian Prince, along with our cameraman Dan Klepechka, producer and director Ben Black, join us for Greyhound football on the road for the first time this year at Lonoke in what should be an outstanding football game. The Hounds again playing up in classification. Of course, Lonoke was a long-time conference foe. Should be an outstanding football game. The Hounds will be tested for sure tonight. The lead sponsor for the football game, White River Medical Center, the Newport Complex, and Dr. Philip Pack, who is a general surgeon at the WRMC Surgery Clinic in Batesville, is now also seeing patients at the WRMC Medical Complex in Newport. Dr. Pack sees patients for a number of general surgery-related conditions, including abdominal pain, hernia, gallbladder, and much, much more. He also provides follow-up care after surgery. To make an appointment with Dr. Pack at the WRMC Medical Complex Newport, call toll-free 1-800-371-8681. All right, guys, we got a heck of a football game that we're fixing to see. We'll start with you, Brian Prince. What do we expect to see tonight?
Well, you hope that they'll, maintain the intensity they've had the first two games. But, again, we've got some youth. We're on the road for the first time this year. We're down a couple of players. So, we've seen two different, heroes, in the first two games. So who's going to step up tonight? Is Tariq going to be the main guy tonight? Or is it Monquell Cox going to be the big guy tonight? We got options. Is it going to be Cash? Is he going to come out on fire and throw all night? I think it's going to be a great game.
Well, you mentioned Joe Brodus is not going to play tonight, nor is Luke Samaniego. And, of course, you know about Joe Brodus offensively, and Luke Samaniego, really the heart and soul of that defense. I mean, that guy's one of those guys that you can't hardly – boy, you just hate for that guy to be out. But they're both out. They're both great football players. We're going to miss them. But Hayden Schultz, you just play on with the guys that you got. Should be a great night.
Absolutely. Hounds will be tested here on the road. Like you said earlier, Lonoke was in our conference 2 years ago. So there's a lot of bad blood here, switching sides, going home and away. Like you said, Luke Samaniego is going to hurt a little bit on the defensive side. Zane Watkins is going to take a little bit more of that role at defensive end and help us out there. Luke, who does a tremendous job of just doing what he's supposed to do. And then Joe Brodus, going to let him have the week off and get ready for conference. No point in getting him seriously injured out here on a non-conference game.
Tyrell Fryer along with O'Shea Pruitt. And also Alberto Garcia, the captains for Newport. We do want to tell you right now that when you're at Lonoke, if you've ever watched a game that we've announced at Lonoke before, we're on top of the press box, and we are 8 feet from the loudest speakers that they've ever had at a football game, and you're going to hear a lot of the PA people tonight, and we just hope that you can hear some of our broadcasts. It may be very, very tough to do, but we're going to do the best that we possibly can do. Pre-game show, Arkansas Steel Associates, for many, many years, sponsoring the pre-game show. They're located at 2803 Van Dyke Road, 523-3693, and we thank Arkansas Steel Associates for their contributions here to Greyhound football. Coming into tonight, we're a couple of minutes away. Brian, we want to talk a little bit about Facebook and Facebook Live. We did, if you're watching this football game on Facebook in the morning, on Saturday morning, or whenever the case may be, talk a little bit about what we're going to do, a new feature on Facebook Live.
Well, we're going to try to, get a few plays in, kind of give you heads up. So, follow cable15tv.com on Facebook, David Black, Hayden, or myself on Facebook. And throughout the game, we're going to, try to sneak some in so you see what's going on. You're not only going to hear Kevin and them going tonight, you'll get to see a little bit tonight as well. Special thanks to Sadie's Main Street Sweets. Jill provided us with cupcakes tonight. Can't thank her enough, y'all. We've got something special right there in Newport. You can order cupcakes, and she delivers them. She got sweets she's going to bring to you. If you want to order them, find her on Facebook or at 870-217-2299. Jill will hook you up, and she's also going to be at Depot Days. Look for her there.
Well, not only will I look for her there, I will look for those cupcakes there for sure, because they are outstanding.
Amen, brother.
Hayden, you're going to be the play-by-play guy. What do you expect? What do you expect what are the Hounds going to have to do to win a football game?
Well, Lonoke, they got that running back that they had last year.
And here comes your Jackrabbit.
Going to be about 245, 250 guy, so he's going to be a power back. And the way our defense usually plays, we're hard-nosed and we gang tackle. If we can do that tonight and stop the run, and rely on the defense like we have been. And if offense can get things going, we saw a little bit more throwing the ball in the Greene County Tech game, and we'll see what we'll do tonight with that. And defense is going to help out a lot tonight. If we can stop the run and we come out and execute on offense, doing what we're supposed to, I think we'll be just fine.
Lonoke, I promise you, has this one written on their schedule. We came down here and beat them 2 years ago, one of our 2 wins, and then last year, we laid the wood to them. So I promise you, this one's been circled.
Well, there's no doubt it ought to be a good high school football game. That's what you expect when you get into your, you play your non-conference games. You try to get ready for conference, and regardless, win, lose, or draw, the Hounds are going to play hard. They're well coached. Our Greyhound football team with Mark Hinsley and his staff, Coach Reynolds and Coach Bradley, Newport guys come back. Mark Hinsley's done a marvelous job of getting his program where he wants it to be. Great season last year, a great start this year. You got to get good, you got to get better, and you got to get better against better people. These are better people tonight than what we've seen this week. Harris Ford brings you the opening kickoff. You can kick off some savings for Ford F-150 pickup trucks. If you're in the market for an F-150 truck, get to Harris Ford. They're located, where they're located, out there on the freeway in their new location. And Benji and all the crew invite you by. Opening kickoff brought to you by Harris Ford. And with the play-by-play, we're ready to go. Here's our tag team partner. I started to say Randy Klepechka, Hayden Schultz.
Number 19, Rolando Noguez, is going to kick it off. Ball going to land right at the 25-yard line where he picks it up. Makes one guy miss, and here comes the Orange Swarm again. And they're going to bring him down right at about the 32-yard line.
That kickoff brought to you by Sadie's Main Sweet Streets Plus.
That was number 1, Braden Bryan on the return. Be 1st and 10, Lonoke from the 32-yard line.
1st and 10, ball on the 32-yard line for the Jackrabbits. Zane Watkins in at defensive end, Colton McCoy at the other. Alex Emery and Dalton Phillips at your tackles. There's a snap, just a handoff up the middle. He's hit. Great job by the Hounds right there. Alex Emery going to make the tackle.
Good to see them pursuing, picking up right where they've left off.
Talon Swin on the carry. Brought down by number 50.
Lonoke going to bring in that big back that we were talking about earlier, number 44.
2nd and 8 for the 34-yard line.
Corners tonight going to be Garrett Body and Tariq Richardson. Also Tydrell Fryer at safety. Outside linebackers Julius Clark and Alberto Garcia, and the Bash brothers in the middle. There's a snap. He's going to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Alex dives and just misses him. He's going to roll out of bounds.
Going to be a couple yards short.
Number 17, Daniel Segrist on the quarterback key.
Had good pursuit.
Forced out of bounds by number 21, Julius.
A little bit
Clark.
further down the field than we wanted.
Brings up 3rd and 2 from the 40-yard line.
Going to be 3rd and 2 for the Jackrabbits.
Well, just once again, great coverage by the secondary. They're coached real well. They just locked up on receivers. They weren't going to get anybody behind them, so good defense and a pretty good pass rush, flushing the quarterback out of the pocket.
This is usually where our defense will step right up right here on 3rd down. Looks like we're going to bring pressure. There's snap, just a handoff up the middle. He's hit the backfield. Great job by the Hounds, led by Alex Emery, and then O'Shea Pruitt coming to finish him off.
The Swarm, the Orange Crush, call it what you want. They were there right then.
That's number 6, Devontae Adams on the carry.
Lonoke's going to bring out the punt team. 4th and about 4 now.
Tydrell Fryer back.
Low snap, he fields it. There's a kick, good end-over-end kick. Tydrell's just going to let it hit. Not good at bounce for the Jackrabbits. It's going to land at the 30-yard line for the Hounds.
10:31 to go here in the opening quarter. Lonoke just had their first possession. Newport will have theirs now. No score.
Sam's Diner in the bright yellow building in downtown Newport, 2nd Street. Lunch 5 days a week. Sam's Diner is the place to go. White River Area Agency on Aging. They're located at 1200 Highway 367 North in Newport, next to Glass Plus. White River Area Agency on Aging.
Monquell Cox going to get the call in at running back to start it off tonight. Dead play and we get them. Great job by the Hounds, and that's something John Bradley preaches. You got to be disciplined, and that's a great job. Make it 1st and 5 for the Hounds.
All sides indicated against Lonoke.
Just a little too much adrenaline running on Jackrabbit defense side.
Newport Auto Body collision of the week at the end of the broadcast. We'll be looking, for that big hit. Scottwood Ram Truck Center will have the halftime report. Of course, George Cal Motor Company with the player of the game, and Subway with the coach's report after the game.
Snap up the middle. Monquell makes the guy miss. Monquell going to get way more than a first down right there. Great job by the offensive line.
Number 4, Monquell Cox on the carry.
Zane Watkins, Connor Prince, Alex Emery, Dalton Phillips. They just do a great job getting downfield, hitting the linebackers, getting to that secondary.
Yeah, they were, all of our linemen were good 6-8 yards down the field with their blocks. The guy had to come from behind 5-6 yards to make the tackle, number 44 for the Jackrabbits.
First and 10 for the Hounds, ball on the 46-yard line. Garrett Body going to come in at tight end. There's a snap. Hand it off to Monquell on the outside. Monquell's hitting the backfield. Going to be about a loss of 1 right there for Monquell.
They strung it out well on Newport. Just could not get a corner and turn it up.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Monquell, one of those shifty backs. He always looks for the cut back lane, and nothing there right now. Great pursuit for the Jackrabbits.
That's a big old nose guard they got. I can tell you that much.
Absolutely.
Number 70 is large.
2nd and 11 for the Hounds. Ball on the 45. Monquell still in at tailback. Cash going to look to pass. Throws it, and it's picked off by the Jackrabbits.
Just communication, gap in between the quarterback and the receiver there.
From the 47-yard line.
9:24 to go here in the opening quarter. Still 0-0. Lonoke just picked off Cash Forster.
First and 10 for the Jackrabbits. Ball going to be right around the 47-yard line. There's a snap, just a handoff again. Great job, Alberto Garcia setting the edge, and here comes the Orange Swarm again.
Just a great defensive stand on first down. Caused them to lose about 1.5 yards. I love the intensity, and I love the push that our defensive front's getting. We're getting a good push, and our linebackers are shooting those gaps.
And anytime you play a classification that's bigger than you, you're going to be a lot more undersized, and that's just a great job doing your job, what Coach Heinze preaches. 2nd and 11 for the Jackrabbits, ball on the 48. Here's a snap. We're going to bring pressure up the middle. It makes the guy miss. He's going to try to go outside. Cole McCoy going to try to run him down, and they do. Great job. Julius Clark, first one to get there.
Quarterback was doing everything he could to get down.
He was trying to get out of bounds.
He didn't want to take that hit.
That was number 17, Daniel Segrist on the quarterback keep.
Going to pick up 1 right there, make it 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
We had real good pursuit. Closing speed was there. 8:35 to go. Opening quarter still 0-0. Lonoke's 2nd possession of the night after a turnover by the Hounds.
Lonoke going to have a trip set here to the right side. There's the snap. He's just going to hand it off. He's hit. Great job, Alex Emery again.
Great tackle. Great tackle. Fought off his blocker, reached out with one hand and got him.
That was number 9, Talon Swin on the carry. Brought down by number 50.
Another 4th down coming up for the Greyhound defense and bringing back the punting crew for the Jackrabbits.
This is something you've seen the past 2 games. The Hounds just bailing out right here, making them go 3 and out again. And this is what the defense does for you. Offense had a little miscommunication. Let's see if they can get it going. There's the punt. High kick. Tydrell's just going to let it hit, and it's going to roll right to about the 2-yard line.
7:48 to go. Opening quarter here at Lonoke Jackrabbit Stadium. 0-0.
On the punt. Be 1st and 10 Newport from their own 3-yard.
Sky Cap and Sky Fi WhisperNet, $19.99 if you're looking for internet, and free installation for the month of September. Local man came back home, started his own business. Give him a call at 870-201-1511. You got a broken cell phone, a broken computer, let those guys do the work. They're in the Village Mall.
1st and 10 for the Hounds. Monquell at tailback. Going up the middle, going to fight for about 2 yards right there.
Like having that additional room away from the goal line at your back.
That was number 4, Monquel Cox on the carry, brought down by number 55, Hunter Kaiser.
Going to bring up about second seven
from the 6-yard line
for the Hounds. Garrett Body going to split out wide. Also, J.T. Haynes checking into the ball game. Here's the snap. Going to hand it off Monquel outside. Monquel just hitting the hole. Going to try to fight for 7 extra yards. Brought down.
Kind of did what he was supposed to do, waiting on the right side of that line to give him a little extra surge.
That was number 4, Monquel Cox on the carry.
They get 3rd and 4 for the Hounds.
44, Michael Hodges brings up 3rd down.
6:55 and counting, opening quarter. Still scoreless.
O'Shea Pruitt going to be at that nub back position. Monquel still in it, running back. Here's the snap right up the middle. Monquel makes a guy miss, and it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great job by the Hounds.
Kind of picking his way around his linemen and the defenders.
Brought down to number 13, Jackson Ward.
That's exactly what you wanted to do with your back against that goal line, is put you together a good sustained drive and get away from it and hopefully end up with a touchdown.
Cash Forrester at quarterback, J.T. Haynes and Julius Clark, O'Shea Pruitt. They're going to get him on offsides call again. Great job by the Hounds. John Bradley dialing it up. Make it 1st and 5.
Take that free 5 all day long.
Sides indicated against Lonoke.
What a beautiful night for football. Kind of warm during the day. Temperature near 90 degrees. But, boy, right at kickoff, it's really cooled off. Beautiful night in Lonoke, Arkansas.
Here's a snap. Going to look for O'Shea Pruitt on the flat. He catches it, makes a guy miss. O'Shea Pruitt midfield. O'Shea Pruitt's going to be brought down. Great job.
Got a flag here at the...
I don't know if that fell out of his box. Not on the field.
Pass was complete.
I don't know.
O'Shea Pruitt.
I saw it come flying out from the ref. I don't know if he...
We got a flag on the other side, too.
Okay. .6:16 to go.
A great job by O'Shea Pruitt to adjust his body and catch that, take the contact, and then fight off and get the extra yards.
The defender had him dead right at his back.
Absolutely.
I mean, made contact, and he shook him, and what did he get, 15, 20 yards?
Well, you just wonder what the discussion is here. I mean, the flag was actually thrown 5. It came down 5 or 6 yards out of bounds. Sideline warning. The official was trying to get down the sideline and could not get there because of the...
Then they called personal foul against the Greyhound.
Wow.
I'm not sure what the behind-the-back penalty is. I mean, he signaled personal foul and then put both his hands behind his back, so...
Well, the Hounds will take over on the 29-yard line. Still 1st down for the Hounds, 1st and 10.
Drive started inside the 5. The Hounds have moved it out to near there, to near the 30.
Trips left it. Going to throw that screen past Garrett Body. Garrett Body making a guy miss. Garrett Body over the midfield. Great job, Garrett Body. Going to be about a 9-yard gain. Great job right there.
Making something out of nothing. That's what he just did. That's just a good effort play. Good pass by Cash. I mean, it was dead on to him.
And they're going to move it forward, make it a 1st down. Shorted Cash right there a yard. Different look right there. Went the trip side to the left, just throwing the tunnel screen. We're going to do it again. Trips to the left. O'Shea, Julius Clark, and Garrett Body. J.T. Haynes, receiver on the far side. There is a flag. Offsides on the offense.
False start indicated.
Coach Hansley talked about that last week in the post-game show about those, pre-snap penalties. I mean, those are penalties that you can't have those. Whoever that was, you can't line up offsides, and you can't be illegal motion. You can't do anything before the snap that cost you yardage against a good quality football team. Instead of 1st and 10, now it's 1st and 15.
1st and 15, ball on the 34-yard line. Monquel Cox still in it, tailback. High snap, he fields it. Monquel hit right at, gaining about 1. Great job of Monquel getting that extra yard.
But when you leave your feet, a lot of times good things don't happen.
5:16 to play here in the first quarter. We have no score.
Michael Hodges brings up 2nd and 14 from the 36-yard line.
And you can certainly hear the PA guy. And he's doing a good job, too.
Yeah.
Very well spoken and loud individual.
2nd and 14 for the Hounds. Here's the snap. Cash going to look to throw. He just overthrows it. And they break up the pass. Julius Clark did a great job breaking up that pass.
They had 2 defenders on him. And they both went for the ball.
Looked like Cash got hit in the backfield. That's the reason why the pass was a little wobbly.
Well, he was under pressure, and he had to get rid of it before he took a sack, and he did get it off. We're fortunate that it was incomplete. 3rd down and 15 coming up here. 4:49 to play.
Be curious what Coach Bradley dials up on this one.
Have a bunch set over here to the right. There's a snap. Cash going to look to pass, rolling out. Throws it out to O'Shea. O'Shea catches it. Makes a guy miss. O'Shea Pruitt. O'Shea Pruitt makes another guy miss. O'Shea makes another guy miss. O'Shea Pruitt's going to score for the Hounds. Great job, O'Shea Pruitt.
That's just flat out an effort play.
Newport.
Congratulations, young man.
O'Shea Pruitt.
4:35 to go with our opening score.
64 yards on the touchdown pass from Cash Forster to O'Shea Pruitt, and O'Shea did all the work after the completion. That's a Bratcher Real Estate touchdown. Boy, and they did cover a lot of real estate there. O'Shea with the big reception and the big touchdown.
Absolutely. That's a senior just stepping up right there for the Hounds. Rolando Noguez is going to come and kick the extra point. Xavier Foster, your deep snap. There's the kick, and it's up. Rolando right down the middle. It's good. Hounds are leading 7-0.
4:35 to go. Opening quarter, your Greyhounds lead 7-0.
Dr. Jeff Angel, an orthopedist. He's up at Batesville. He comes to Newport. He'd like to be your orthopedic doctor if you would choose so. You can call Medical Park Orthopedic Clinic at 870-793-2371 to find out how to schedule an appointment in Newport with Dr. Angel at the WRMC. Robert Turner, located at 2802 Stegall Road. Robert Turner, number 62 in your program, number 1 in your heart. Invested in the community, financial advisor for Edward Jones. Farmers Tire Mart. Tires, you need your flat fix, oil change, service on your automobile. They'll check your belts, your hoses, tire rotation, front end work, brakes, and mobile service available at Farmers Tire Mart. Don't forget about the Mark Hansley Report, brought to you by Subway at the end of the broadcast, the George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game, and, of course, we're looking for the Newport Auto Body Collision of the Week, and Richard Buffalo, Scott Wood Ram Truck Center halftime report.
The Harris Ford kickoff right here where they'd love to have you. Rolando Noguez is going to kick it off. Going to be fielded right around the 25-yard line. He makes a guy miss trying to get to the outside. And the Hounds just going to swarm right there, right around the 40-yard line.
That was number 25, Dalton Smith on the return.
Hayden, as you called it a while ago on the touchdown pass, O'Shea Pruitt making several guys miss. You say that guy missed, that guy missed. He made 3 or 4 guys miss him.
On a 3rd and 14 play, he's just trying to get the first down, and he turned it into a touchdown, all because of effort.
When we talked about before the game who's going to take over, Joe Brodus was the first game, Monquel Cox second game. Right now, O'Shea Pruitt looked like he's going to take over.
He's had a good night receiving so far.
Also defensively, he's got 2 tackles tonight. 1st and 10 for the Hounds, ball for Lonoke, on the 39-yard line. Just going to hand it off outside. Alberto Garcia did a great job. Just couldn't wrap him up right there.
Just too much traffic. That was very slow developing out there. And our guys just couldn't get weave through there to make the tackle where he should have been tackled.
Brings up 2nd and 4 from the 46-yard line.
4:05 to go. Opening quarter, your Greyhounds up 7-0 here at Lonoke Jackrabbit Stadium.
2nd and 4 for Lonoke here. Tyreek Richardson at corner. Garrett Body at the other corner checking in. Pistol look for Lonoke. There's snap, just going to hand it off inside, and he's hit. Great job. O'Shea Pruitt and Julius Pruitt, the Bash brothers.
they made good, sound tackle. You know, and that's I mean, that's so important these days. You know, a lot of kids want to hit you with their shoulder, you know, not just, you know, wrap you up and take you to the ground. They did it.
O'Shea Pruitt and Julius Pruitt, one of the strongest guys for the Hounds here. Brings up 3rd and 3 for Lonoke. Here's the snap, just going to hand it off inside, and he's hit. Great job by the Hounds again. Looks like he's going to be short.
Another Greyhound 4th down coming up for the defense.
That was number 6, Devontae Adams on the carry.
Let's see if there's any panic yet in this Lonoke coach.
Brought down by number 18,
I know he has
Alberto
ties
Garcia.
to Newport Greyhound.
4th and 1.
Or to the Newport community. Got a little extra spot there, Tim Hayden.
Looks like it's going to be 4th and inch instead of 4th and 1.
I heard Coach Hinesley all the way from over there holler, watch the ball, guys, watch the ball. Just watch the ball.
Looks like we're going to bring pressure right here. Here's a snap just up the middle. He's going to fight through, and he's going to get the first down. Dalton Phillips trying to suplex him back.
2:19 to go here in the opening quarter. Greyhounds up 7-0
That was number 6, Devontae Adams.
Lonoke, Arkansas tonight. Just inside the Greyhound side of the field.
48-yard line.
Kobe McCoy, Zane Watkins at your defensive end. Big Alex Emery and Dalton Phillips at your tackles. Alberto Garcia, Julius Clark at your outside linebackers. Bash Brothers still in the middle. Tydrell Fryer deep for safety. Garrett Body and Tariq Richardson at your corners. There's a flag.
Got a little movement on
false start.
Yep.
Going to back up the Jackrabbits 5 yards right here.
Hound defense for most of the first quarter have been pretty darn good as they have throughout the course of the year. 1st down and 15 coming up for Lonoke.
Lonoke's 3rd possession of the first quarter.
Gonna have a trips look to the left here on 1st and 15 for Lonoke. There's a snap, just going to be outside handoff. Zane Watkins in the backfield. Great job, Alberto Garcia. They picked up the ball. Oh, they're going to roll him down. The white hat did not say he was down. Alberto just picked it up, tried to take it to the house.
Yeah, the white hat's the guy in the
number 9,
far left-hand part of your screen tossing the ball in there. He's actually the referee, and he's the one guy who had the closest view of that. But anyway, what a play, just stuffed by Garcia and Watkins.
All started with Zane. Great play. Great play. And we have that continuity going to where we know if we've got one guy turning them back, here comes the crush, here come the swarm.
1:18 to play here in the first quarter. The Greyhounds lead 7-0. It's 2nd down and about 17 or 18 to go. Call it 18.
Here's a snap for Lonoke. He's going to look to pass. Going to throw a curl route, and he's hit Tariq Richardson.
Seeger's pass.
Going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Ethan Mulligan.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, 48. They gave up a little cushion then. He went and found a soft spot.
Brings up 3rd and 10 from the 48.
Still going to be 3rd and long for the Jackrabbits here. 3rd and 10, ball on the 48.
Under a minute to go in the opening quarter. Hounds up 7-0.
Lonoke, 4 wide receivers, 1 tailback. There's a snap. He's going to look to pass again. He's rushed and he's hit. Great job, Julius Clark, and we almost pick it off.
Man.
Tried to set up a screen. Pass, and boy, the pressure was there, Brian.
Hey, Kobe McCoy snuffed that out. I thought he had him an interception. But a great defensive stand again. So proud of this defensive unit. And I think we'll see those fresh bodies filter in like we did last week on the defensive side.
4th and 10 for the Jackrabbits. Here's the snap. They're going to punt. High punt. They're going to throw a flag, and Tydrell's going to field it. He's going to be down.
Penalty at the 30-yard line. And I think what I'm afraid is going to happen right here, they're going to get us for holding on a 4th down and 10. And if that's the case, that's going to be enough to give them a first down.
But it was after the kick, wasn't it? After the kick?
I don't know. If it is after the kick, then obviously it'll be the Hounds football, and they'll penalize them the 10 yards from right there. And that's what they're going to do.
Holding indicated against Newport.
Going to be after the kick, yes.
I like it, Brian.
And it was a rub, I think, more than it was a hold.
Well, the last time we were inside the 10, we marched down 90 yards and scored a touchdown, so we can do it again right here.
Let's do it on one play here.
46.1 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Your Hounds up 7-0. Starting deep again.
James Dixon going to check in at tight end. Monquell Cox still at tailback. Trying to get that outside, and he cuts it back up. Monquell Cox, tough run. Great job, Monquell Cox.
Good 5-6 yard run right there, just churning them legs. Good things happen if you keep those legs pumping.
That was number 4.
Going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Hounds. Ball on the 15.
Brings up 2nd and 5 from the 15-yard line.
James Dixon going to go out wide now with O'Shea Pruitt, Garrett Body.
There's 5 more.
There it is again.
You know, and I feel sorry for him because we did it a couple of times.
Offsides indicated.
A couple of weeks ago. We had the happy feet.
That's the 3rd time by that number 10 for Lonoke. Same guy on the outside.
I guess when nobody lines up over him, he gets happy feet. Because nobody's been over him. He spread himself out a couple of feet.
Obviously, that's enough for a first down, and they haven't moved the chains. They got it 2nd down and a minus.
There they go.
There we go. Let's move it up, guys.
Looks like we're just going to take the quarter right here.
We started it deep on the last possession, ended up with a touchdown. We started deep again. Let's have another good drive.
Football game brought to you by the Bank of England Mortgage Company, Kenny Thaxton. If you need a mortgage, you're looking to buy a home, we recommend Kenny Thaxton, no doubt about that. He's out at the Village Mall. He's a senior loan officer in MLS. 738-451, Kenny Thaxton, NEDC. Newport Economic Development Commission, always doing great things for the community. Things are happening in downtown Newport and throughout the city. A lot of that goes to the great pride that NEDC has in helping our community. Unity Health, Harris Medical Center, they're located at 1205 McLean Street in Newport, 523-8911. City of Newport, Newport Recycling Center, open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. And you know what all they handle? They accept electronics and aluminum, tin cans, glass bottles, offering a free shredding, free paper shredding service. Give Bonnie a call at 217-0070. The City of Newport and the Recycling Center. El Puente Restaurant. Call in and drive through, or just come sit down and visit with us. Meet us at El Puente. That's where all your friends and neighbors are. Great food, great service, El Puente Restaurant.
Going to start the 2nd quarter here. Ball on the 21-yard line for the Hounds. Monquell Cox still in at the tailback position. Got the trips look to the left. Try to go dead play again. They didn't fall for it.
Yeah, they backed him up 5 yards.
Here's the snap. Cash Fields at Monquell in the backfield, but he's still going to make it to the original line of scrimmage for Monquell Cox.
There was a hole just for a second. It closed real fast. Second and 10. 11:43 to go in the 2nd quarter. Greyhounds up 7-0.
Alex Emery, Connor Prince, Zane Watkins, Dalton Phillips, and Colton McCoy are going to be on your offensive line. O'Shea Pruitt going to be at the nub back position. Have a little discussion here by the referees. Julius Clark, Alberto Garcia, and Garrett Body at your receivers. Cash Forrester at your quarterback.
On the white Ford Explorer, please turn your headlights off,
and Monquell Cox still at your tailback position.
I'll tell you what, I'm about ready for halftime in a Sadie's Main Street Suite cupcake myself.
Monquell Cox, 7 rushes, 27 yards for the first quarter. Cash Forrester, 3 of 5 for 100 yards with a touchdown and an interception.
We're going to be on a timeout until they get those lights off in the end zone.
Yeah, there's a vehicle down there who has its lights on. They're just enjoying the ball game, but they don't realize that the lights are right in the eyes of the Lonoke football players and would be in the eyes of a receiver going across the middle. I'm going to try to get them to turn those lights off, and one of the coaches is down there now trying to get them to do so, and there may not be anybody in the car. We see somebody.
There's a half a dozen people in the golf cart.
There we go.
How'd you like to be that guy at the coffee shop in the morning?
Second 9 for the Hounds here. Ball on the 21-yard line. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Monquell up the middle. Monquell, you know he's got speed. Monquell making another guy miss. Monquell Cox, great running right there.
I didn't think he was going to get him, but the guy had the corner on him there.
Dalton Smith.
Great pursuit right there for Lonoke, because that could have easily been a touchdown. And last week it was a touchdown against Greene County Tech.
Guy that just had the angle on him.
We'll speed it up here a little bit, it looks like. 1st and 10 for the Hounds, ball on the 46. Trips to the right, Garrett Body, lone receiver by himself to the left. O'Shea Pruitt coming in motion. Here's the snap. Monquell Cox makes a cut. Monquell going to pick up about 2.
That was number 4, Monquell Cox on the carry. Brought down with number 44, Michael Hodges. Brings up 2nd and 8.
It's a positive play. I'll take it. 11:09 and counting here in the second quarter. Greyhounds up 7-0, but are driving on the Jackrabbits side of the field.
Julius Clark going to come at tight end. O'Shea going to come at that nub back position. Try to get him to jump off sides. Kid flinched, but he didn't go off sides. Here's the snap. Cash going to hand it off to Monquell. Monquell going to fight for some yards. Monquell going to pick up about 2 again.
That was number 4.
He was unsure whether to turn it up or break it out, and he went ahead and turned it up.
Hunter Kaiser brings up 3rd and 7 from the 44-yard line.
Monquell, who's more of a finesse back, making guys miss, showing that he can lower the shoulder right there and pick up extra yards. 3rd and 7 for the Hounds, ball on the 44-yard line. Going to go back to that trips look to the left here with O'Shea, Julius, and Garrett. Alberto Garcia by himself on the right side. Here's the snap. We're going to look to pass. Going to throw the go route. Little miscommunication right there. Alberto ran the hitch. Cash through the go.
Forster's pass incomplete.
4th and 7 for the Hounds with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter, up 7-0. Looks like they're bringing on the punting team.
Xavier Foster going to be your long snapper. Michael Corbridge, James Dixon, Spencer Murphy, Craig Falwell, Julius Clark, Julius Pruitt, Tariq Richardson, and J.T. Haynes going to punt for it. There's a good snap. They're coming for it. Good punt by J.T. Going to hit right at the 15-yard line. It's going to roll in right around the 5-yard line. Great job for J.T. Haynes.
9:51 to go. Be Jackrabbit football here in the second quarter. Greyhounds up 7-0.
From their own 6-yard line.
Jackson's Funeral Home, 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family at the Jackson's Funeral Home. Norman Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davison Crew out at 2200 Malcolm, formerly the Kroger Building, the new White River Medical Center Medical Complex here in Newport. Norman Baker Pharmacy with a convenient drive-through window, and Merchants at Planters Bank, main office, 2nd Hazel Street in downtown Newport.
Defense needs to bow up right here, give that offense some great field position.
1st and 10, ball on the 6-yard line. Motion. Going to hand it off, jet sweep. Great job right there, big hit.
Flag out on the Greyhound side of the field. I think might be holding on them.
Tydrell Fryer come down and laid the hit stick on that boy.
Well, Tydrell now becomes the leader in the Newport Auto Body Shop collision of the week and maybe the year. What a hit.
Throw the flag because he picked him up off the ground.
Holding indicated against Lonoke.
Nope.
Half the distance to the goal. Holding on Lonoke right there.
Exactly what they did not want.
1st and 10 with the ball on the 3-yard line.
Just a great defensive effort.
Quarterback's in the end zone. Here's a snap. He's going to look to pass. Just going to throw it out. He makes the guy miss. But Julius Pruitt and a host of Hounds going to come tackle him.
They're giving him all the way up to the 5. I think that's generous. Because they just swarmed him again. Greyhound Orange Swarm.
Seeger's pass complete to number 4.
A.K.A. the Crush. 9:04 to go here in the second quarter. Greyhound's up 7-0.
Second 11 for the Jackrabbits. The ball on their own 5-yard line. Going to have a trips look here to the left. There's the snap. He's going to look to pass. He's pressured. Going to step out. We're going to hit him in the backfield. Great job. Great pursuit right there. Julius Pruitt
That was number
and
17,
Julius Clark.
Seeger's on the quarterback key.
A loss of 2, so they're going to be snapping from the 3.
Brings
Well,
up third
another
and
one
12.
of them real good spots.
Tremendous coverage by our
4-yard
secondary
line.
that time. He had nowhere to go but looking to try to run. But, boy, what a swarming Newport Greyhound defense. These guys can run to the football. 8:12 to play in the first half. Hounds lead 7-0.
Negative 2 yards for the Jackrabbits on that series.
Going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Jackrabbits. Ball on the 4-yard line. Here's a snap. He's going to look to pass again. Only rushing 3. He's going to throw the out route. He does not catch it. Incomplete pass. Going to bring up 4th down.
It's a good effort.
Seeger's
He got his
pass
hands on it.
Intended for number 34, Connor Linton.
Brought
Brings up
James
4th
Dixon
down.
in there, the extra safety right there. Took a defensive lineman off, took Zane Watkins off to prevent the pass. Did a great job right there for the Hounds, only rushing 3.
Lonoke will have to snap into their own end zone, and the Hounds should get tremendous field position if they just field the ball or even let it roll. Just don't let them get one of them 60-yard rollers.
4th and 12, ball on the 4. They're bringing pressure. He gets it off. And it's going to hit and take a Lonoke roll. And that's a great punt by that young man right there to get that off.
Out of the end zone. 7:35 to go here in the second quarter. Greyhounds up 7-0.
Be 1st and 10 Newport from the 46-yard line.
So important right here, guys, for the Hound offense to take control of the football game. This is an opportunity with their best starting field position of the night to try to go put points on the board to get up by a couple of scores. The football game brought to you by Lindley Health and Rehab Center. They're located at 326 Lindley Lane, 523-6539, and by the Sonic Drive-In, the new location. Come see us at the Sonic.
Hey, they got that $2.99 special, the cheeseburger with onion rings.
That is a bargain.
That's a bargain.
1st and 10 for the Hounds, ball on the 46. Here's a snap, Monquell up the middle. Monquell's hit.
That was number 4, Monquell Cox on the carry.
There's a helmet off.
In the backfield with number 44, Michael Hodges.
Going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Make it 2nd and 10 for the Hounds.
7:25 and counting.
JT Haynes checking in the ball game at wide receiver. Garrett Body at your other receiver. Going to go heavy set. Julius Clark at the tight end position. O'Shea Pruitt at your nub back. Monquell Cox, Cash Forster in the backfield. Here's a snap. Going to look to pass. He throws it just over Julius Clark.
Just didn't get his head turned around soon enough.
Julius Clark.
And it looked like he had a defender beat. Just didn't know where the ball was.
3rd and 10 for the Greyhounds. 7:04 to go here in the second quarter. Up 7-0.
Third and 10 for the Hounds.
George Kell Motor Company player of the game at the end of the broadcast, along with the Coach Hansley Show, brought to you by Subway and the Walmart Supercenter.
Here's a snap, high snap, fielded. Monquell Cox makes a guy miss. Monquell to the outside. Monquell's hit again, makes another guy miss. Monquell Cox going to be pushed out of bounds, and that's great running right there by Monquell Cox.
That's just not giving up on the play right there. That's hustle.
Braden Bryant.
These young men are stepping up when they, we're trying to, that's 2 big third downs we've converted into long runs. Pass, whatever the case may be.
It's very hard to get Monquell Cox down, even though he's undersized. Got him listed at 160. And Tariq Richardson coming in the ball game at tailback.
Fresh set of legs right there.
They're going to call false start. Looked like Julius Clark moved early.
False start.
Has he been in the backfield yet, or is this it?
This is his first time in the backfield.
That's what I was just pointing at. I hadn't seen him. I guess they bringing out fresh legs and see what happens now. After Monquell's run, dragging people, he probably needed a breather for a minute.
And Tariq, one of those guys who can run you over and outrun you. Here's the snap. Going to look to pass, throw a slant route. And it's picked off by Lonoke.
Forster's pass intercepted by number 25, Dalton Smith.
6:52 to go in the second quarter.
Corner did a great job reading that route and just stepped up, took it away from Garrett Body.
Yeah, 2 picks tonight for Lonoke's defense.
First and 10, Lonoke from the 9-yard line.
You get the ball down there at the 14-yard line, then you have the pre-snap penalty, which puts you probably into a throwing situation. And Hounds will come up empty with 6:52. So come on, defense, let's stop them right here. Try to get another chance here before the half's over.
Ball inside the 10 again for Lonoke on the 9-yard line, 1st and 10. Going back to that pistol formation. And there's the snap, just going to hand it off up the middle, and he's hit in the backfield. Great job by the Hound defense.
That's just helmet on helmet. Who wants it to worst?
Adams on the carry.
7-0, the Greyhounds lead. 6:33 to play here in the first half.
Zach Cooper going to check into the ball game at nose guard. One of those big physical backs, going to get a little bit of work on the defensive side tonight.
I like the way that kid plays. He plays hard.
He's got a motor on him. 2nd and 10 for Lonoke. There's the snap. Just a read option. Great job right there. I believe that's Zane Watkins.
Zane, Colby, Alex. I mean, they're anchoring that side down right there.
That was number 17, Daniel
Zane Watkins did a great job right there, setting the edge, and the quarterback thought he was outside, makes a swim move over the tailback, and then ends up tackling up the quarterback.
3rd and 8 for Lonoke with 5:47 to go. Greyhounds up 7-0 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, another big play for the Hound defense coming up here.
3rd and 8 for the Jackrabbits. Ball on the 11-yard line. There's the snap. He's going to look to pass. Alex Emery get in the backfield, making him scramble. He has nowhere to go, and he's hit. Oh, and makes the guy miss. Look at the swarm right there by the Hounds.
We've got them all over the field in bunches.
That was number 17.
All night for the Hounds defense. It's not one guy just hitting them. There's 3 or 4 helmets there every single time.
And a loss on the play and 4th down coming up. 5 minutes to play right here. Lots of time left. Hounds should get excellent field position once again.
We're just coming in waves. I mean, in waves.
4th and 10. Ball on the 10-yard line. He's going to be in his own end zone punting. Not going to bring the pressure, just going to let him get it off. Great punt right there. Tydrell Fryer looks like he's going to field it. Tydrell going to get to the outside. Great job, Tydrell Fryer, and they're going to throw the flag on Tariq Richardson.
Yep, Coach Hinesley is not happy.
And Tydrell's fast enough right there. That guy, there was no way he was going to catch him, but Tariq just wanted to do a little bit of something for his guys right there and throws a block in the back right there for the Hounds.
Well, just good effort. Just the execution of the effort was not what we needed it right there. Instead of having the football down near the 30-yard line, we're going to have it at the 30-yard line, but it's going to be the other one down here. Still a lot of time left. I'll take a 4-minute and 36 time-consuming drive for 6 points.
Just got to see the numbers on the front of the jersey. If you don't see the numbers on the front of the jersey, you just don't make the block. But like you said, I'll take the 4:36 drive and cap it off going into halftime.
And the Hounds will get the ball at half. 1st and 10, ball on the 36. Monquel Cox at tailback. Here's snap, just going to hand it off. And he's hit. Gain of 1 right there. Going to call an injury timeout. Looks like Colby McCoy. Looks like he just got tangled up in there.
Hounds can ill afford to lose anybody. And Colby looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, he's hurting.
We're going to pause right here. Scottwood Ram Truck Center in Newport. It's the halftime report here. It's the Newport Greyhounds and the Lonoke Jackrabbits, and that's always a great football game. Of course, we filmed on Friday morning. We don't know what really happened in the first half, but we certainly hope, Richard, that the Hounds are doing well.
Oh, I'm sure they're up.
Richard Buffalo, good to see you, my friend. Everything going well at Scottwood?
Going great, going great.
We want to talk automobiles and a couple of things that we thought would be kind of neat here at halftime, and as we're saluting our Greyhounds. Richard, there's different ways to buy automobiles today. It's a little bit different than what it was 20 years ago. Kind of talk about the process of what we as consumers do and how we can help the consumers on that end.
Right. So a lot of people, they're shopping online for cars. They're looking to see, I want a certain color, certain package, and they're finding it online, and then they're figuring out what dealerships have those vehicles. That's great. Look at our website, scottwoodchrysler.com. and go through our inventory, find one you like, and we can get it for you. But don't stop there. If there's something specific we don't have, folks, we can get it for you. They're out there. We can get them to you. So,
dealer trading is something that has, just been a phenomenal business. Kind of explain the process, and you talk about we can get it for you, that you guys all work together.
Absolutely. So all dealerships work together. If there's a new Ram that you're wanting, and you're like, I didn't see that over at Newport or on Batesville's inventory, folks, they're out there on a lot somewhere. We have a computer system that we look at, and we can find exactly what you want and get it here a lot of times the same day. So it's easy to get.
No doubt about it. And using that locator system has been a big plus for dealers. Even back in my time, which has been over 20 years ago, that we could locate vehicles at other dealers, and dealers were nice enough that we'd swap one of our vehicles for one of theirs, and and the pricing remains the same. So. That's something else I want to talk about. Pricing of cars, pricing of automobiles. It's not like that you guys have to give a different price than somebody else, or somebody at the big city gets a big volume discount. Y'all pay the same price?
Absolutely. We all pay the same price for the car, so we can all sell them the same price, which is great for the customers, So you're getting a good deal no matter where you go, but you want to deal with people that you like and you can trust. So shop with us, please.
Many years ago, it was you come in and you could buy an automobile and you had to go through Chrysler Credit. That's changed a little bit. You have options.
It's changed a lot.
Tell us about the financing.
Yeah, so today when it comes to financing, there's a lot of banks, and there's different banks that are better for different deals. So we just take a look at your credit, you look at the vehicle you're buying, and we have banks that, some banks are better for some deals than others are. We're going to send you the 1 or 2 banks and get you the best deal we can. So
it's a matter of pressing a button anymore. Getting the credit app, putting it in there, press the button, and you've got banks calling that want that deal.
Absolutely.
Say, look, and I'll give this interest rate, or I'll give that interest rate, so on and so forth. And so you can make you a great deal. You can make it with the press of a button. But we're excited about being here. We're excited that you guys are here in our community, Newport, Arkansas. We welcome you to the community like we have the last several weeks, several months. But I do know this. If you're looking for an automobile, whether it be a used automobile or a new Ram truck, we invite you by just to give us a chance to shop and see what we can do for you, because we think we can save you some money.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, come by, give us a chance. Being new to the community, we're going to be real aggressive. We want to get some customers in Newport driving our trucks and you know, I want to meet some of those in the road going and saying, hey, yeah, we sold that one.
And it's a lot of fun when you can do
It
that.
is.
And you go down
It
the
is.
road and say, yeah, I sold that one right there. That's Joe Jones, and I sold that over there. That's Tommy. That's Bob. And but there's no doubt you're getting some inventory out because I see the stickers on the back and the license plates on the front. So you guys are no doubt selling some automobiles.
Absolutely.
Richard Buffalo, always my pleasure to get to see you. Halftime here at Newport and Lonoke. We hope it's going to be a great second half. We hope the Hounds come away with another victory.
Oh, I believe they will.
Yeah, we took a little pause there, and Kobe McCoy's going to have to be helped off the field. Obviously a lower extremity.
Please report to the press box.
Ankle or knee, we don't know, but he looks like he's in a lot of pain, and don't know that we can get a report, but we'll certainly try to. So
can't afford to lose a young man like that.
Xavier Foster going to check in at the left tackle position for Kobe McCoy. 2nd 9 for the Hounds. There's snap, just going to hand it off to Monquell, try to get outside. Great job, Dalton Phillips, kicking out that end. Here's another flag. We'll try to see what the flag is. Probably going to be a hold.
That was number 4, Monquell Cox on the carry, brought down by number 34, Connor Linton. There is a flag on the play.
I don't even see where the flag is. Where is it? Oh, it's on the far side over there.
And I mean, the play was dang near over.
It's got to be a sideline warning, maybe. Hounds are backing up.
False start on the Hounds.
False start indicated against Newport.
First of all, it's a dead ball play. If it's a false start, it's a dead ball. You don't run a play in high school football. Now, if it's an illegal motion penalty, you will run the play, but not on a false start like that.
But they signaled the false start instead of motion.
Going to bring up 2nd 14 for the Hounds.
Been here before.
You don't have to get it all here on 2nd down. You got a couple of downs, get 14.
Monquell Cox built the tailback position. High snap field, and he's hitting the backfield.
That was number 4, Monquell Cox. That in the backfield with number 55, Hunter Kaiser. Brings up 3rd down.
Hitting the backfield, going to lose about 2 right there for Monquell.
How about a toss sweep this time? How about a toss sweep and a halfback pass?
3rd in England right now.
I like the halfback pass.
Well, the halfback pass could only be successful if you run the toss sweep a couple of times during the game.
3:09 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. Greyhounds up 7-0.
Hounds very smartly going to let some clock run here.
They're going to call timeout. The Hounds will.
Hounds up 7-0, but
Newport.
Obviously a momentum swing here. And it looks like Lonoke has defensively made some adjustments to work against the Newport running game.
They just came over the top on our left side right there and got in the backfield.
I want to remind everybody that Dennis Neal All Surface Resurfacing, if you need some commercial building concrete polished,
please report to the press box, please.
Give Dennis a call at 870-664-1224. Dennis Neal All Surface Resurfacing, quality workmanship at reasonable prices, 20 years experience in construction and refinishing, doing a lot of commercial end business right now with architects and construction companies. So if you're in the market and you need his services, give him a call at that number, 664-1224. Dennis Neal.
3rd and 17 for the Hounds with the ball on the 31-yard line. So Rick Richardson going to come and tailback. They're going to throw a flag. Didn't see either side move, but they're going to call a false start on the Hounds.
False start indicated against Newport.
Deep breath right here for the Hounds. Don't be overwhelmed.
anytime when you play a great football team, in the course of that game, you're going to have some times when you're playing real well, and then you're going to have some times when the other team is playing real well. The other team is playing real well right now. Hounds can't panic. Just stay with your knitting. Do what you do best. Let's see if we can salvage something here.
3rd and 22 for the Hounds. There's a snap. She's going to hand it off to Tariq. Tariq going to try to get outside. Tariq hits the hole. Tariq! Great run right there for Tariq. Going to bring up 4th at about 3.
2:42 and counting here in the second quarter.
Mark Hinesley and John Bradley are having some conversation as we speak right here, and I think what the Hounds will do is run as much clock as they possibly can, come to the line of scrimmage, and either call timeout. I don't think we're going to go for it. I really don't.
Brings up 4th down.
And it looks like we are going to wait and call the timeout.
We'll have a decision to make, but if you're running the clock out right now, that means you're going to punt. Coach Hinesley and Coach Bradley are discussing it as we speak. Coach Bradley is saying, Coach, we can get this. It's just a couple of yards. We can get this. And Coach Hinesley says, Coach Hinesley's a book guy, and what I mean by that, he's a percentage guy. Coach Hinesley's saying, hey, Coach Bradley, we need to punt right here because that's a percentage thing to do. And Coach Bradley says, Coach, you're not giving enough confidence in my offense. We need to go for this thing right here. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with.
Stadium chair, winning ticket number.
Well, we had them on their heels just for about 14, 20 yards, whatever it was. I'd have crammed it on in there.
Again, that's
why I'm up here.
Insurance Agency stadium chair.
Looked like Tariq Richardson was calling that he wanted it in there.
And if they go for it, it's because Coach Mark Hinesley says, well, John, if you don't get 2 yards right here, I still feel like we can stop them.
Yep.
Hounds are going to go. Here we go, Hayden.
Big 4th down right here for the Hounds.
In Lonoke's side, in their huddle, they were saying, son, don't move. Son, don't move.
Tariq Richardson at tailback. Try to get him to jump off sides there. There's a snap. Tariq up the middle. Tariq going to pick up the 1st down. Tariq in the huddle, I guarantee you, I saw him over there telling him he wanted the ball, and right there he just picks it up.
Yeah, he's fresh. I mean, he's got fresh legs right there. 1:56 to go in the second quarter. Hounds up 7-0. Went for it on their own side of the field on a 4th down play. Tariq picks it up behind that offensive line.
Now, if you're going to try to score, you got to hurry, even with a minute 45 to play.
1st and 10 for the Hounds, ball on the 47. There's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man just overthrown.
But I like the play call.
Forces pass incomplete.
Take a shot right
Brings
there,
up
Garrett
2nd
Body.
and 10 from the 47-yard line.
Just coming up short. Cash just overthrows him. Garrett catches that. That's a touchdown.
1:37 to go. 2nd down. 10 for the Greyhounds on their own 47.5-yard line. We started this game with a breeze and no bugs. The breeze is left and the bugs are here.
2nd 10 for the Hounds. Tariq Richardson still at the tailback position. There's the snap. Just going to hand it off to Tariq. Tariq's hit the backfield. Brought down to the original line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd and 10.
That was number 2, Tariq Richardson on the carry.
They are stacking that box against us right now. They're going to make us pass that ball.
10 from the 47-yard line.
1:13 and counting here in the second quarter. 3rd and 10 for the Hounds.
Ball still on the 47-yard line. Garrett Body, Julius Clark, O'Shea Pruitt, J.T. Haynes at your receivers, Tariq Richardson at your tailback. There's the snap. We're just going to hand it off to the outside. Tariq going to try to get to the outside. Tariq Great job, and he just sticks his head down right there and runs over a guy.
That was number 2, Tariq Richardson on the
That
carry.
guy looks like he's a little
Looks like a
shook
first
up.
down.
Contact was made by number 1, Braden Bryant.
Clock was running, and about 5 or 6 seconds ran off the clock, and they stopped the clock to move the chains, or at least to check to see whether or not it was a first down, and the Hounds are going to have to get a play.
Yeah, the official on this side immediately blew it dead and waved his arms.
Going to get a measurement, and that'll give the Hounds time enough to get a play in.
Just under 50 seconds to go in the second quarter. Hounds up 7-0 here at Lonoke
Official timeout for
Jack
measurement.
Rabbit Stadium.
I like the call right there on 4th and 2 to go for it. I know some people don't, but I love that. I love having the confidence in your kids right there just to go for it, because I guarantee you they were in the huddle saying go for it, and John Bradley was like, well, you better get it.
But it shows your team you got confidence in them to lace it up on your side of the field and go for it.
And it takes 11 guys right there on 4th and 2, because you know you're going to run the ball right there.
Now the clock will start once they get the chain set over there, and the Hounds are quickly to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 42-yard line, 49.8 to play in the half. Hounds lead 7-0, but an opportunity here, even with 49 seconds, we could bust a long one.
There's the snap. Just going to hand it off to Tariq outside. Tariq going to try to get to the edge. Tariq makes the guy miss. Tariq Richardson chased down from behind. Great job. Tariq going to get inside the 10.
That was number 2, Tariq Richardson
What
on the
a
carry.
run.
Brought down by number 1, Braden Bryant.
Dalton Phillips did a great job right there sealing off the end. That is a long pull when you have to run that outside zone.
If they'd have had some officials that could have ran, I think that might have been a horse collar in the first grab.
Hounds quickly to the line of scrimmage with 38.7, and the clock will not start because he went out of bounds.
High snap. Tariq just gets it himself in the backfield. He's churning his feet again. And going to be
That was
right
number 2,
down,
Tariq Richardson
right
on the
around the
carry.
5-yard line.
Timeout.
28.6 seconds left. Newport calls a timeout. Going to bring up a second down from the. What are we on, the 5?
It's near the 5. It's between the 5 and the 6. Guys, so important, obviously. I mean, I'm not telling anybody anything to say that this is important here, especially, Hayden, as you say, Hounds getting the ball to start the second half. You got 28.6 seconds to go. I know the Hounds have used a couple of timeouts, maybe all 3. I don't know that we have any left. It's one of those situations, use 3, we've used 3. So it's a situation here to where if you run the ball right up the middle, you're going to get a couple of plays to get that done if you can get those guys, off the pile if you don't score. So you got to be pretty efficient with your time here.
We had some plays last year, or a play that Forrester could keep the ball and have walked in. This is an ideal opportunity for it. Cash can do it. How can I forget Cash?
Ball on the 6-yard line, going to bring up 2nd and goal for the Hounds. O'Shea going to go out wide this time. Monquell at the tailback position. O'Shea coming in motion. There's the snap. O'Shea just going to run the flat route, but they throw it on the slant. Oh, he dropped it. Julius Clark hit him in the numbers and it just dropped
pass
it.
incomplete.
25
Brings
seconds.
up 3rd and goal
Going
from
to
the
be
6-yard
3rd
line.
and goal from the 6.
Now 3rd down and goal.
He was open because everybody followed the receiver that came across the field.
Great play call right there.
Oh, yeah.
John Bradley.
And you wonder if you have your field goal team ready to go out onto the field.
Trips look here to the right. J.T. Haynes going to come in motion. There's the snap. He's open. He catches it. O'Shea Pruitt, touchdown!
Touchdown, Newport. That was number 25.
Pretty much same play.
Number 24, O'Shea.
Pretty much the same play. Crossed right in there for it.
Had J.T. come in motion, then come back out. Eyes were on the guy in motion, and O'Shea just runs the slant. He's wide open.
When you give Cash a little time to throw the football, he's very, very effective. The time earlier in the game, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw, but you got right there. It's a quick slant. You don't have to throw the ball very far, and he threw it right on the money.
And here's the snap. Kick is up and it's good. The Hounds covered some real estate right there for the Bratcher Real Estate touchdown. Check out our listing at BratcherOneRealEstate.com.
14-0, and it's huge for the Hounds.
Yeah, that's not a good sign there.
Yeah, we're looking across the way where Kobe McCoy is being carted off in the back of one of those little ATVs.
Him and Zach are headed out.
So that means probably going to check and possibly get an MRI or just an X-ray for sure to see what's going on. But, boy, huge drive for the Hounds. The Hounds' defense on a couple of occasions setting up the offense in great field position to take it down and score.
But the key play, 4th and 2 and going for it on our side of the field.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the drive was way back down here because of the big penalty that we had. Yeah, no doubt, 4th and 2, and you go for it. John Bradley won the battle with Coach Hansley, and he gets points on the board.
This kickoff brought to you by Harris Ford. Visit harrisford.com. Here's a kick, Rolando. Field around the 25-yard line. Going to wide out. Spencer Murphy. Oh, he knocked the ball loose, but he didn't notice. Great job right there, Spencer Murphy.
That was number 25, Dalton Smith, on the return.
Great play, great tackle, because he's out there on an island almost by himself.
Well, I love how we got down there on kickoff. Well, the kickoff team gets after it.
Absolutely.
It's the guys that some of them are not seeing a lot of action. They're doing everything they can to get some action.
Right. 12.8 to go. Hounds up 14-0, and his defense has been absolutely stellar. Hold them for a play here. Back up and do not get beat deep.
Only going to rush 3. Spencer Mulinak's going to check in the ball game at defensive end for Kobe McCoy. There's snap. Quarterback keep up the middle. Makes a guy miss. Makes another guy miss. Alberto Garcia, great job tackling him.
They put it on the ground, but
the time's going to run out.
Well, the Hounds lead it 14-0 here at the half, and the defense has been outstanding. We're afraid we've lost another defensive end and offensive tackle in Kobe McCoy for the evening. Football game is brought to you by Modern Woodman, and you talking about coming together and make a positive impact on each other in our community. It's about being part of something bigger than yourself, and that's Brenda Benish. She does just that. She has devoted many hours of her time, public service, and many, many dollars that Modern Woodman has donated in a matching fund program. Our friend, our neighbor at Modern Woodman, certainly recognizing all of her efforts that helps our community. Brenda Benish, halftime 14-0. The halftime show is next. We're a couple of minutes away, a minute 45 from kickoff here in the second half. Thanks for joining us here on Cable15TV.com or on our Cable 15 TV television channel. Our ball games are on Monday nights at 7:30. They're on Tuesday nights at 7 and at Wednesday nights at 6. You can watch the football games on our Facebook page at David Black or Cable 15 TV at any time after 9 o'clock every morning on Saturday morning. They're on there anytime. If you want to watch them on our website at Cable15TV.com, you can do that, or at our YouTube at Newport Cable 15 TV. But we're excited about bringing it to you, and we've discovered a little thing that we could do. And Brian Prince, tell us about the Facebook Live. Never even thought about doing anything Facebook Live, but we've already done a couple of those, so you can look for us each and every Friday night live on your computer or on your cell phone with some live reports from the broadcast.
Well, you know, it's something that we're experimenting with and playing with tonight. We're not doing a great job, but we hope you'll start following. You know, we'll get better as we go. We kind of can give you some updates of what knowledge we've gained. You know, if we can learn something about Kobe, we'll jump out and tell you and kind of keep you updated with the flow. We got 30 seconds to go.
Hayden Schultz, Hounds get the football up 14-0. How do you see this second half going?
Defense is going to come out and do what they're supposed to. I honestly believe that, even though Kobe's out and Luke Samaniego was out before the game. I think that the guys, next man up, like you said earlier, next man up, and I think that Coach Hansley gets enough reps with those guys on defense and lets them know how critical it is when it's your time to go, you got to go.
Well, and the kids have done just that. They've responded very, very well. We just put the next man in, and here we go. Greyhound football boosters include the Sam Nicholson Farms, Glass Plus located at 1110 Highway 367 North, Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, B&T Battery, Lou Allen and Company, Lou Allen Family, John Minor Company, John Minor Jr. Crop Insurance Company, Doyle Family Farms, and Churchman Building Center, Iberia Bank, Howard's Glass Company, Mark McGoy Farms, Purdy's Flowers and Gifts, White River EMS, Sophie's Jewels, and Ben Black's Lawn Care Service. Ben wanted to remind you once again, folks, if your leaves start falling, you want somebody to take care of those, give him a call at 512-8429. Leaf and haul off work. This guy's got it going on, and he's got some help, and he can get it done. Hayden Schultz,
I'm number one on the list.
I bet you are. We'll talk more about our boosters as we go here in the second half, but the Hounds get the football first. It's 275 yards of total offense in the first half. Pretty productive offensively.
Absolutely. Monquell Cox doing it on the ground. Also, Tariq Richardson getting some carries. I think 6 rushes on 69 yards for him.
Harris Ford kick off the second half. Come on, Hounds, let's get going offensively. And here's Hayden Schultz.
Tariq's going to be back deep. It's going to be a squib kick. Tariq going to field it right around the 20. Tariq going to try to go outside. Tariq's hit right around the 23-yard line.
That was number 2, Tariq Richardson on the carry, on the return, excuse me.
Kind of took a funny bounce right before we secured it.
Great job to hold on to it. Do not want to give Lonoke momentum, especially when we're on the road like this.
We just need to pick up where we left off. Good sustained drive. We did have some long drives in the first half. We just need to keep it going, let our defense have some more rest.
Well, if you're Lonoke at halftime, I mean, your game plan is to come out here and let's stuff the Hounds and get the ball in pretty good field position. That's their game plan. And the Hounds, let's march down the field and get a score.
1st and 10 for the Hounds. Ball on the 24-yard line. O'Shea coming in motion. Here's the snap. Monquell Cox up the middle. Monquell makes a guy miss. Monquell to the outside. Monquell makes another guy miss. Monquell still on his feet. Great tough running right there. Monquell Cox.
Where all those linemen are at, guys. They're 10, 15 yards down the field.
Xavier Foster coming in for Kobe McCoy. Also, you got Connor Prince, Alex Emery, Zane Watkins at the center.
Carry be 1st and 10 Newport from the 42-yard line.
1st and 10, ball on the 42.
You know, it's kind of nice to have that lead last week to get some of these bodies in that are having to play major roles tonight.
O'Shea going to come in motion here. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Monquell backside. Monquell's hit the backfield. Going to be a loss of 2.
He just stuck him. That was number 44, I believe. He's had a heck of a ball game tonight.
That was number 4, Monquell Cox on the carry, hitting the backfield, but number 44, Michael Hodges.
And 44 played more tailback than
2nd and 12 from the 40-yard line.
He did defensive-wise.
They were just decimated with injuries when they came to Newport last year.
2nd and 12 for the Hounds. Ball on the 40-yard line. O'Shea in motion. High snap. Tariq just going to jump on it. Great awareness right there for Tariq.
Play recovered by Newport.
10:50 to go here in the opening stages of the third quarter. Greyhounds up 14-0. First possession of the third quarter.
3rd and 24 for the Hounds after the high snap.
Yeah, that play got the Lonoke crowd into it somewhat on the Lonoke sideline.
J.T. Haynes, Julius Clark going to go out wide. Garrett Body by himself. Here's a snap. Tariq up the middle. Tariq makes a guy miss. That's going to be a face mask. Still on his feet, Tariq Richardson.
Play's dead.
The play's going to be dead because they rip his helmet off.
That was number 2, Tariq Richardson on the carry.
He was running hard. He didn't care.
Tariq Richardson, one of those tough backs we got. Going to be a personal foul. Got to be a first down.
Yeah, I would think that it has to be 15 when they pull your helmet off. If they give the 5-yard indication, I know some folks are going to come out of their coaching uniforms.
Absolutely, because they might have scored right there.
Absolutely, he could have. Boy, a big play on 3rd down and long, and Tariq.
Face mask indicated against Lonoke.
Runs the ball far enough that Where is the first down marker? 5, 10, 15.
49.
Did we get 15 yards on that?
Not going to be a personal foul, it looks like. Just going to be a 15-yard penalty. You'd think if you rip somebody's helmet off, it'd be automatic first down, but here we go.
Yeah, 3rd and short. 3rd and about 3.5.
Here's a snap. Monquel outside. Monquel makes a move. Monquel going to be wrapped up. Going to be close here.
That was number 4, Monquel Cox on the carry. Brought down by number 2, Carson Devaney.
10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hounds up 14-0 at the Lonoke Jackrabbit Stadium. We are up here in the crow's nest.
And they're going to call it a first down.
We'll take it.
Measurement.
We'll take it. I thought he was about a half yard short.
Well, there is a pretty good college game on tonight. They may be trying to get home to watch it.
Monquel at tailback. 1st and 10 for the Hounds. Ball on the 43. There's the dead call, and we get them offsides.
Number 4 tonight, Hayden?
It was number 10. That was number 23. Doesn't look like 10's in the ball game anymore.
Offsides
number
indicated
4.
against Lonoke.
Offsides
Oh,
on
yes,
them.
yes.
9:48 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Hounds with the opening drive down into their territory at the 44-yard line. 1st down and 5. Clock moving now.
Ball on the 44. Monquel still at tailback. Cash at the quarterback. High snap fielded. Monquel hit the backfield. Going to be a loss of about 1 for the Hounds.
Well, that just happens when you get a little high snap like that and Cash has to jump for the ball. What happens is it disrupts the timing of the play.
Number 13, Jackson
Yeah, the
Ward.
rhythm's just off then.
But we've been excellent there this year
6 from the 46-yard line.
from that position. Sam Nicholson Farms supporting Greyhound Athletics for over 4 generations, and more on the way, the Nicholson Family Farms.
2nd and 6 for the Hounds. Ball at the 46. Here's a snap, going to throw. Out route to O'Shea. O'Shea makes a guy miss. O'Shea first down, O'Shea Pruitt.
What a great catch by that young man.
Forster's pass complete to number 24, O'Shea Pruitt. Brought down by number 25, Dalton Smith.
That's just a great job, O'Shea, catching the ball and then looking upfield, making a guy miss and getting that
Be
extra
1st and
5
10
yards.
from the 33-yard line.
1st and 10, ball on the 43.
You know, in that first half, they had really walked them up and crowded that box. They're backing off just a little now.
There's a snap, Monquel up the middle. Going to pick up about 2.
That was number 4, Monquel Cox on the carry. Brought down by number 2, Carson Devaney.
8:37 to go in the
32-yard line.
3rd quarter. Hounds up 14-0. 31-yard line of the Jackrabbits.
How about a little towel sweep here?
Here's the snap. Tariq right up the middle. Tariq, tough running right there. Going to pick up a first down. Tariq Richardson.
Just a good, hard-nosed runner. You know, he got his block,
on the carry,
found the crease, the seam, and ran it.
Great job by the offensive line. Xavier Foster,
Newport from the
Zane
22-yard
Watkins,
line.
Dalton Phillips, Connor Prince, and Alex Emery. Tariq going to stay in the ball game at the tailback position.
Hounds lead 14-0, under 8 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Opening possession of the quarter.
High snap. Tariq going to catch it. Makes a guy miss in the backfield. Tariq trying to make something out of nothing right there.
That was
on
number
the
2,
high
Tariq
snap.
Richardson on the carry. Brought down by number 1, Braden Bryant.
We are getting pressure up the middle. Zane Watkins, who's going to be his 3rd start tonight at center. Lonoke seeing we're running the ball up the middle. They're going to bring a little pressure right there. Going to bring up 2nd and 14 with the ball on the 26-yard line. A trip set with O'Shea, Julius Clark, and Garrett Body to the left. JT Haynes by himself. Tariq Richardson at tailback. Here's the snap, going to look for it. He's got Garrett Body down the field. Oh! Just overthrown. Garrett Body doesn't come up with
Forster's
it.
pass incomplete.
And both guys are down after that one.
One of the players from Lonoke is signaling for help from the bench. We see Zach Hoyt out attending to our guy, to body. I thought we had a touchdown there, Hayden. Looked to be wide open, and all of a sudden had great closure from the defensive back.
Well, he just stuck his hands up. Garrett lost sight of the ball when it was coming down. Great job defensively by Lonoke right there.
Want to remind everybody that Glass Plus is located at 1110 Highway 367 North, handling residential, commercial, and automotive glass, doing mirrors, screen, prints, picture framing, auto glass repair and replacement. Give them a call at 523-3505. Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, auto, home, life, business, renters. We're your shield, we're your shelter, located at 1400 Malcolm Avenue. B&T Battery, Neil and Keith the Battery Guys, located at 2400 Highway 367 North, handling all types of batteries. You need a battery for your car, you need one for your truck, you need one for your golf cart, you need one for your ATV, you need one for your boat, you need one for whatever. You need a battery for your battery. They've got it at B&T Battery, the Battery Guys. And accounting services, tax preparation, and planning, management, consulting, and services and payroll, representing 3 generations of Greyhounds, Lou Allen and Company, Lou Allen Family and Company, on Walnut Street in Newport. So we've got one guy up, waiting on the other. Looks like cramps on both sides.
Hoping nothing serious for both teams here, especially conference starting for both teams next week, so you don't want to see serious injuries on both sides here.
I mean, the humidity is dramatically different than higher than it's been the first 2 ball games.
Yeah, that young man looks like more than a cramp. Looks like he has more than a cramp. But the Hounds are going to have the football. 3rd down and 14 to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. So the Hounds have used 5 minutes of this quarter already. Need to cap it off with points.
And that makes John Bradley happy when you turn that clock.
Yes, sir.
Just like you're doing, you turn it into points. That's what he was trying to do, burn the clock, score touchdowns. Don't give Lonoke a chance.
Well, if you've got the ball, it's hard for them to score if you keep possession of the ball. Still waiting on the young man from Lonoke. His also was a knee, ankle possibly. Very slow and gingerly walking off the field, you see in your right-hand corner of your screen. Dan Klepechka with the camera work again. We appreciate him being able to join us again this year.
3rd and 14 for the Hounds. Zaywin Smith going to check in for Garrett Body.
Empty?
Empty set here. New look for the Hounds. Here's the snap. He just fit that through, but great job. They're going to throw a flag. Looks like they're going to call it. Pass interference.
Forster's pass incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Just reached over him right there last second.
Going to cost them 15 from the line of scrimmage. It was 3rd and 14, so you would think that would be a first down, or at least close enough to it. Or is that a half a distance to the goal penalty?
And all their coaches on the sideline have agreed. It's horrible is what they're saying. In harmony.
Pass interference indicated against Lonoke.
Half the distance. No, that can't be right. Or can it be right?
We were on the 26th.
Only a 10-yard penalty.
I don't know the rules anymore. And they're all different from high school and college and the pros.
Should be a 15-yard penalty.
Pass interference has always been a 15-yard penalty.
And they're going to talk about it and they're going to fix it.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Attaboy, David Black. They don't call him the best play-by-play man in Jackson County for no reason.
Thank you, sir.
Going to make it 1st and 10 for the Hounds.
And I've already choked up his that's your mentor, so that makes you his protege.
Protege.
Protege, that's a big word.
I'm too old to be a protege.
Glad you guys decided to join the group.
Hey, if people could see what I went through tonight just to get up here to do this game for them, they'd love me.
They do love you.
We'll put it on Facebook Live.
Getting up that stairs and crawling through that cubby hole with his big butt.
Let's do a Facebook Live on our way down to show how we get down. Facebook Live, we're crazy about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm crazy about just getting to talk, Just give me a microphone. Don't even give me a microphone. Just put a phone in front of my face and let me go.
This game lasts forever, so I don't have to go down.
What are we talking about now? We don't ever get on the officials. We're not going to do that. But
now it's going to be 3rd and short.
Well, it was
3rd and 14.
14, and you got a 15-yard penalty, so it cannot be short.
Well, 26 from the 26. If it was 15, it'd take us to the 11. So if they cut it in half, it'd take us to the 13.
Well, we're at the 12.
So it still should be a first down.
It ought to be a first down. I mean, obviously the scoreboard is not the official marking down in distance.
Hounds fans, they're not liking it, but 3rd and short for the Hounds. High snap, Tariq Richardson. He's going to make sure he gets it this time. First down for the Hounds.
That was number 2, Tariq Richardson on the carry.
John Miner Jr. Crop Insurance at www.johnminercrop.com. Call John Jr. at 501-207-3323. Facebook page, John Miner Crop Insurance and Real Estate.
Be first and goal from the 9-yard line.
First and goal for the Hounds, ball on the 9.
6:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Hounds up 14-0.
O'Shea going to come in motion. Here's the snap. Tariq outside. Tariq going to try to kick it back outside. Looks like it's going to be a horse collar. They're not going to call it.
That was number 2, Tariq Richardson on the carry. Brought down by number 9, Talon Swint.
I think they were worn out talking about things after that last ordeal.
Tariq going to pick up a yard, make it 2nd and goal on the 8-yard line.
I was thinking that the jersey was part of the uniform that you couldn't grab from behind, and and again, I don't know the rules. I've only been doing this 36 years, and it's changed somewhat from the first game I broadcast. First ball game I broadcast, I was about, 17 years old, 19 years old, I guess.
And here's the snap, going to look to pass.
Wide open touchdown.
Touchdown, Greyhounds. Garrett Body. Cash Forster, Garrett Body.
Touchdown,
what
Newport.
A pretty pass and catch.
Cash kept waiting and waiting and waiting for the receiver to come across, and he came across 2 safety guys back there and got wide open, and Cash put it on the money. Touchdown.
When you wait and wait and wait like that, that means your offensive line is blocking.
Absolutely. Blocking. Absolutely.
Good call, Hayden.
Hounds are going to pick up some real estate. See Mary Reed, Lauren Sampson, Carol Ellen Young at 732 Malcolm and Newport to acquire your real estate. Rolando kick is up. And it's good right down the middle for Rolando.
And the extra point was good.
Huge drive for the Hounds to start the second half. Used up 6 minutes, 12, 15, 16 seconds. A little more than half of the third quarter on a drive. Huge, and that is it's not what you call the ending drive of the ball game, but boy, it sure is huge for the Hounds.
Oh yeah, in the last drive of the first half, the 4th and 2 made the difference. We got kept alive there, even though he probably would have murdered the first down. The face mask.
Yeah.
Big plays.
21-0. Greyhound football is brought to you by Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware. We're more than just a building center with paint, carpet, Carhartt clothing, lots of other things to go along with everything you need for your building project, from minor repairs to major renovations and major projects. Think Ace is the place on Highway 367 North Newport, the Churchman family.
Tell you right now, I wish we had a bug and pest control that was a sponsor, because we could use them up here tonight.
You are right, my friend. Iberia Bank, Billy Keaty and crew, supporting the Greyhounds for many, many years. Good luck to Coach Heisley and all the crew from Iberia Bank.
This kickoff brought to you by Harris Ford. And there's the kick. Going to be fielded around the 25-yard line. Tough running right there for Lonoke. And we're going to wrap him down right around the 37-yard line.
Smith on the return. be 1st and 10 Lonoke.
Defense has had a
From the
real
37-yard line.
long rest.
Yep.
I mean, all of the halftime, half of the quarter, they either be rested and ready. They should be rested and ready to go.
Well, the only problem with that is most of those guys are on offense. No, there's a lot of guys that play defense, and who's new? Who's at right end?
Spencer Molinak.
Spencer.
And Zane Watkins taking over left defensive end. Mitchell Thomas checking in the ball game at cornerback.
Dalton nosing down.
1st and 10 for the Jackrabbits. Ball on the 37. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. He kicks it outside. Tydrell Fryer. Tydrell Fryer. Great job right there.
That was number 6, Devontae Adams on the carry.
He's going to pick up
Brought down with
3.
number 21, Julius Clark.
They strung it out
Brings up
just
2nd
enough
and
to get
7
some more
from the
speed
40-yard
out there to
line.
shut it down. That's what you like to see. Defense come right back out focused.
Tydrell Fryer just going to fill that alley right there. Great job by Tydrell. Dalton Phillips and Alex Emery going to be at your defensive tackles. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle, and Alex Emery's going to hit him first. Great job by the Hounds right there. Good pursuit. O'Shea Pruitt going to get credit for a tackle as well.
That was number 44, Michael Hodges on the
Clock
carry.
moving, 4:41 to play in the third quarter, 21-0 Hounds. Football game brought to you by Howard's Glass Company. Rick Bass carrying on the great tradition of Howard Bass, quality glass, door and window needs, fast, friendly, affordable service, and we'll get the job done quickly at Howard's Glass Company, Highway 367 North, Newport, 523-3771. Third down and call it a short 5.
Ball on the 44-yard line. Here's the snap. Going to go outside. Great job, Julius Clark, to bring him down. Looks like he's going to be marked short.
That was number 13, Jackson Ward on the carry. Brought down by number 21, Julius Clark.
You would
Brings
think
up
right
4th
here
down.
on 4th and short, almost to midfield, you're down 21. You have to go for it for Lonoke.
Yep.
Line, just be still.
And I hear it up here. Somebody just said, watch the ball.
Yep.
Going to bring up 4th and about 2 for the Jackrabbits. There's a snap. It's bobbled.
Going that way
ball
regardless.
Either way, it's going to be Newport's ball.
Hound defense again on a 4th down play, time after time again last year and almost every time this year. The Hound defense very, very stingy on 4th down.
Hounds be 1st
With
and 10
some
Newport from the
interchanging
44-yard
pieces
line.
going on. You know, we've got some different pieces, different players having to fit this puzzle. I mean, because if I'd have been watching, you know, you'd have figured they was going to come out after Spencer Molinak, you know.
Right.
Because he not got a lot of weight to him, but they didn't go after him.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Hounds. Ball on the 44. Monquel Cox at your tailback position.
There we go again.
Dead play again. Number 10. That
Offsides
Joker
indicated
just
against
trying to
Lonoke.
come get somebody, ain't he?
I can tell you this much. Back in the day with Coach Keedy, the last thing you'd have wanted to do was show up at film on Sunday, and practice would have been so ugly you'd have probably had some kind of stomach virus and not been there because you were going to run.
1st and 5 for the Hounds. We'll take it. Here's the snap. Monquel Cox up the middle. Monquel. Great tough running by Monquel right there. Going to pick up around 3.
That was number 4, Monquel.
3:23 to go here
Brought down
in
with
the
number
third
13,
quarter.
Jackson
Your
Ward.
Hounds up 21-0 over the Lonoke
Brings
Jackrabbits.
up 2nd and 3 from the 37-yard line.
Charlie Southern Tees and buying online at sophiesjewels.com. That's right, you can buy stuff online now. They're located at 114 Ray Street. Give them a call at 217-5797. They're located in Dr. Falwell's office. They're Deborah Falwell and crew.
2nd short for the Hounds. Monquel back. Offensive line, great push right there, and he's going to get the 1st down.
Yep, down to the 33. 2:43 to go, third quarter. 1st down for the Greyhounds, up 21-0.
That was number 4, Monquel
I know John
Cox on the
Bradley's happy
carry.
because anytime you get a first and 5 with that power offense that we like to run, it makes it a lot easier.
Tydrell Fryer is in the running for the Newport Auto Body hit of the night. He had a big hit in the first half. George Kell Motor Company sponsoring the player of the game coming up at the end of the contest, and then right to the Coach Mark Hansley Show. Brought to you by Subway. Eat fresh.
First and 10 for the Hounds. Ball on the 33. Tariq at tailback. And here's the snap. They blitzed everybody right there. Going to be a loss of about 2.
That was number 2, Tariq Richardson on the carry, hitting the backfield with number 2, Carson Devaney.
Under 2 minutes to play in the third, 21-0 in favor of the Hounds. On the road at Lonoke, the last of our non-conference football games. On the road next week at Hoxie, and then Walnut Ridge at home.
Bring up 2nd and 12, ball on the 35-yard line for the Hounds. Tariq Richardson going to be at your tailback position. Try to go dead play there. Lonoke doesn't bite this time. There's the snap. Tariq right up the middle. Tariq, tough running for Tariq Richardson.
That was number 2, Tariq Richardson.
One of their ends ran straight.
Brought down with number 13, Jackson Ward.
Passed him in the backfield. He got loose.
Well, Lonoke's got 8 in the box. And
oh, we got a cramp there.
when they put 8 in the box and you go pick up 7.
Brings up 3rd and 6 from the 28-yard line.
Tariq got him a cramp, looks like.
Yeah, no doubt a cramp.
Going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Hounds. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter.
Officials timeout. I don't know why we stopped the clock. Here we go. Try to go dead call there. No bite. Monquell Cox at the tailback. O'Shea Pruitt coming in motion to the right side. There's the snap. Monquell up the middle. Good hole right there.
First down.
O'Shea sealing that block, and then Dalton Phillips coming out, pulling and kicking out that end. There was a great hole for Monquell Cox to hit.
Number 25, Dalton Smith.
Just inside the 23-yard line of the Jackrabbits. 26.4 seconds to go. Starting the clock. Third quarter.
First and 10 for the Hounds. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Hounds should finish the quarter here.
Yeah, I hear Coach Bradley telling them let it run out.
And they will do just that. And they'll go into the fourth quarter with a 21-0 lead. And the most impressive thing, two things so impressive in the third quarter. The Hounds' big drive for the score. And Lonoke only had the football one time.
That's it.
And then Newport's got it back for the second time and used several minutes in this. Guys, this football team has played a complete 3 quarters tonight. And, you know, Coach Hansley will be up here at the end of a quarter. Football game's not over. You got to play 12 more minutes. You hate for the injuries, but I love that the other kids that have gotten the opportunity to come in and play have come in and done an outstanding job.
Absolutely.
We've looked real sound on defense tonight. I mean, just real sound.
12 minutes to play. Newport Greyhounds trying to go 3-0. There's a shot of some of the high school band that made the trek down tonight. We appreciate those guys for coming down, being one of the support groups. Not a bad crowd on hand. We would hope everybody would get on the road this next week and go to Hoxie. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to have more fans than Hoxie had? We're going to Hoxie. And Hoxie, listen, folks, Hoxie's going to have a huge crowd there. They're going to have a huge crowd. We need to go.
Easy drive.
Easy drive.
Easy. I mean, just, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Since they got the 4-lane there, it's just easy.
We encourage you to go. We encourage you to get behind this football team, folks. We got a chance to do something special here.
First and 10 for the Hounds. Ball on the 22-yard line to start the fourth quarter. Monquell Cox, the tailback. Here's the snap. Monquell trying to go outside. Monquel Cox breaks the tackle. Monquel's going to walk in the end zone. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
Boy, what a move by Monquel about the 10 or 12 yard line. He went outside, came back inside, and then leaned more to the outside. You can't do it any prettier than that.
You ever heard of the term breaking ankles? There was 2 of them got their ankles broke out there just then. 11:53 to go, fourth quarter. Hounds go up 27-0 prior to the extra point.
The Hounds have covered some real estate to get another Bratcher Real Estate touchdown. Rolando Noguez for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Rolando.
4 out of 4 tonight. Hounds leading 28-0. And a very deflated Lonoke football team and a very fired up Newport team. You know, I talked with Coach Hinsley, and I talk with him frequently, and he was telling me from even last in the spring and going into the summer, he said, I like this team. He said, I like their work ethic. I talked to Coach Reynolds all during summer practice, and he said, this bunch will do everything you ask them to do. They don't complain about it. They don't give you any reasons why they shouldn't be doing what they ask you to do. He said they just get it done. He said they like the group, and there's no doubt that this football team has a chance to do real, real well. We just need some more fan support.
Absolutely.
Need some more fan support. Nothing any better than the Newport Greyhounds when they're playing on a Friday night at home or on the road. And we're on the road to Hoxie, and folks, we invite you to go.
This kickoff brought to you by Harris Ford. Check out their new and used inventory. Rolando going to kick it right around the 30-yard line. He's hit. Body slammed right there. Let's see who did it.
That was number 25, Dalton Smith, on the return.
Looked like 31, Clemmy Alcorn.
From the 32-yard line.
Going to be fielded right around the 32.
You know, I sat back and just watched that time as our players were where they were supposed to be. They stayed in their lanes. And that's important. I mean, you know, games can be won and lost with specialty teams. Those young men stayed in their lanes.
Xavier Foster checking in the ball game on defense. Also Alex Emery, Zane Watkins, and Spencer Molinax. Here's a snap for Lonoke. Going to hand it off outside where he's hit.
We'll pick up about 1.5 yards. For the Swarm, got him.
Great tackle right there by O'Shea Pruitt.
That was number 6, Devontae Adams, on the carry.
Guy made a cutback, and O'Shea made a great tackle.
34-yard line.
2nd and 8 for the Jackrabbits on the 34-yard line. The Bash brothers in the middle. Alberto Garcia, Julius Clark at your outsides.
11:15 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Hounds up 28-0.
Tydrell Fryer deep for your safety. Here's the snap. We bring pressure. Looking to pass. He has nobody. He's going to try to roll outside. They are going to throw a flag. It's picked off. Tydrell Fryer. He's got a block. Great block right there. He's still on his feet. Tydrell looks like he's going to walk into the end zone. There are 2 flags on the play. One is going to be on a hold.
That was number 7.
We'll see on the other one.
Tydrell Fryer
going to be on the run back.
What an effort by Tydrell Fryer. The first penalty that is closest to us here is a holding penalty against those guys. And over there you assume maybe some block in the back. It could be a face mask penalty or something like that. But
I tell you what, the one down there that's going to be a holding, he looked like he was, you know, they were measuring him for a tux.
Touchdown Greyhounds. Both penalties against those guys. Touchdown Greyhounds.
Tydrell Fryer right there.
What a pick and what a run.
Touchdown, Newport.
I didn't get fired up as much because I thought they were going to call it back after the flag. Tydrell Fryer, touchdown.
Attaboy.
What did he cover some real estate?
Absolutely. Check out our listings at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. Go see Mary Reed, Lauren Sampson, Carol Ann Young at 732 Malcolm in Newport to acquire your real estate. Call at 870-523-5100. Rolando Noguez going to come out for the extra point. Good snap, Rolando. It's up, and Rolando.
And the extra point was good.
5 for 5 for Rolando.
Folks, the mercy rule is now in effect. The clock will be running. So
if we've got something to say, we need to say it. Because it's going to go quickly. 35-0, and I don't know. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect 35-0. I expected the Hounds to come down here and play exceptionally well. I didn't know if we had enough horses to pull off what I would have considered not an upset, but just a huge victory for the Hounds. And I certainly didn't think the Hounds would win this thing 35-0, or at least be ahead 35-0 in the football game. But it is what it is, and boy, am I glad.
Well, Hooten's had his pick to get beat by 7 tonight.
Well, who are they?
Brian Prince called it. He said Lonoke's not going to score. The Orange Swarm, Orange Crush is not going to let them score.
Did you call him?
Yeah, I did.
You did call him.
I'll give him credit when credit's due.
Now, I hope he just didn't jinx me, because I wasn't saying anything, but I just, after a little research.
I just want to win a football game.
This Harris Ford kickoff, where they'd like to have you, at Harris Ford. Orlando going to kick it right around the 20-yard line. Here comes the pursuit by the Hounds. Great job by the Hounds.
Young man's ran hard tonight. I'll give him that.
Boy, find out who made the tackle there, guys, and identify those guys if you can.
Smith on the return.
Well, number 18's in the mix. That's Alberto Garcia. Michael
Big
Cox
first
was
and
out
10
there.
Lonoke from the 33-yard line.
Spencer Mullinax. No, excuse me, Spencer Murphy, number 10.
Well, those guys get a chance to play on those special teams, and they play hard. 10-12, clock moving, 35 zip Hounds.
I think Ty Drell's a little winded.
There's a handoff right up the middle. Ty Drill going to end up bringing him down. Great job, Ty Drill Fryer right there.
Julius Clark
That was number 6, Devontae Adams on the
trying to
carry.
get that ball.
What you talking about the guys down at
Tyrell
Newport Auto Body, the body shop.
2nd and 5 from the 38-yard line.
Same 3 guys, been there for a long, long time doing all your body work needs. You know, it's formerly Brand Body Shop, same location, same great service, Newport Auto Body. Come do a little business with them. You got a dent, you got a little scratch, you got a little ding, or you got a major project, you need it all done. Give those guys an opportunity to give you an estimate.
2nd 5 for Lonoke, and they're hit. Great pursuit right there. Looks like Zane Watkins the first one, and then O'Shea Pruitt again.
That was number 6, Devontae Adams on the carry.
They're going to give him forward progress. Looked like they dropped him at the line of scrimmage there. Make it 3rd and 2
Brings
for the
up 3rd and
Jackrabbits.
2 from the 41-yard line.
9 minutes and counting here in the fourth quarter. Hounds up 35-0. 4 by the way of offense, 1 by the way of defense.
And here's the snap for Lonoke. Going to look to pass. He's pressured, don't on the run, and it's overthrown right through his hands.
If he had caught that,
for number 11,
it was not going to be pretty.
No.
Ty Drell was just licking his chops.
Zach Cooper checking in the ball game. Give big Alex Emery a break. Also, Xavier Foster getting some work on defensive tackle. Zane Watkins and Spencer Mullinax, it's your defensive ends.
Fixing to go under 8 minutes here to go here in the fourth quarter at Lonoke Jackrabbit Stadium.
4th and 2 for the Jackrabbits. Here's a snap, handoff up the middle. He's going to try to bounce it outside. Great run and great open field tackle by Julius Clark. Tydrell Fryer looks like he's down.
That was number 6, Devontae Adams on the carry.
Garcia going to help him
Brought
out.
down by number 21, Julius Clark. The 1st and 10 Lonoke from the 33-yard line.
They're going to move it up to the 33-yard line for Lonoke.
7:35 to play, clock moving, 35-0 in favor of your Newport Greyhounds if you just joined us.
There's the snap, just going to be an outside zone play. Tries to cut it up, makes the guy miss. Great running right there for Lonoke. Julius Pruitt just couldn't get his hands
That was
on
number
it.
6, Devontae Adams on the carry.
Fixing to go under 7 minutes here in
Brings
the
up
fourth
2nd
quarter.
and 5 from the 28-yard line.
Looks like Gist going to check in the ball game at safety, give Tydrell a little break. Number 17.
After that interception return, he deserves it.
Here's a snap, going to fake, going to look to throw. He's got a guy over the middle. He's brought down right at the 1 yard line.
He's not in yet.
Seeger's pass complete to number 11, Ethan Mulligan. Brings up 1st and goal from the 1 yard line.
Clock continues to move. 35-0 Hounds. Lonoke trying to put points on the board here.
There's a snap, just a handoff up the middle. He's hit. He's going to fall forward for a touchdown.
Lonoke.
I'm sorry, Brian. I jinxed it.
You jinxed me.
I'm sorry.
You know, in all fairness, I don't think we had anything to do with it.
Well, Coach Hinesley, we're up 35-0, trying to sub some guys in so you don't get anyone else hurt. Of course, conference starting next week. Hoxie at Hoxie.
Well, they're letting the clock continue to run, so somebody in the press box is waving the white flag.
I love it.
Yeah, even when the mercy rule, you're supposed to stop it on.
They're going to go for 2 here. There's a snap. Handoff.
And the
He's gonna get it.
Conversion was good.
And the clock's going to continue to roll. And let's take about 3 minutes before we put our kickoff return team out there. 35-8. It's been all Greyhounds tonight. It's, you know, for all intents and purposes, the Greyhound defense throwing a shutout for most of this football game. Coach Hinesley is going to be very, very excited about the effort.
We played, till this point, we've played a clean ball game, as you'd call it, a clean game. I mean, there, you know, a few penalties, but you can work on those.
I think he'll be a little bit more pleased than he was last week. And you know, the guys as a coach and a player, and you know, even as announcers, you know, we all strive for perfection. I mean, that's, you play the game against perfection, and it's not a game that you can play perfectly.
Go check out Harris Ford. Kick off your fault savings with F-Series pickup trucks. Going to onside kick it. Craig Falwell going to jump on it. Great job, Craig.
Smart thing to do. Just fall on that ball.
Yeah, great hands in by Falwell.
We're at 3:50 and counting. 35-8 Hounds.
Hounds ought to be able to get 1 first down here.
And Tydrell Fryer going to check into the ball game at quarterback. Got some new guys coming in. We'll try to list them off as best we can.
Dalton Phillips.
Gideon Ball going to check in at center. Mitchell Thomas checking in at the tailback position. There's a handoff to Mitchell. We know he's got speed. Mitchell Thomas, tough running right there. Mitchell going to pick up about 5.
Dragon 3.
That was number 1, Mitchell Thomas on the carry.
And he had that shoulder surgery in the summer practices, and they don't want to give him the ball as much as they'd like right now, because right now you got Joe and Tariq, and you got a good thing going. But this is a great time for him to get some carries right here and prove himself that he can carry it.
And he can play also.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Check that and test that shoulder out.
Zaywin Smith checking in the ball game at receiver. James Dixon also in. There's a snap. Going to give it back to Mitchell. Mitchell stiff arm. He's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep, I don't think that young man that just made the tackle ever made the tackle before. He didn't want to let go.
He brought down with number 2, Carson Devaney.
2:13 and counting. 35-8 Hounds.
3rd and 7 from the 46-yard line.
Hunter Hurst also in the ball game. Lemmy Alcorn checked in as well.
6'2" Xavier Foster. These young men will sleep well tonight.
Here's the snap. Just a quarterback keep to the left. Don't go out of bounds. Great job, Tyrell Fryer, right there.
That was number 7, Tyrell Fryer on the carry.
And I like it, not trying to get cash
Brings
hurt.
up 4th and 7 from the 46-yard line.
Coming up. But at the same time, if something does happen to Cash, Tyrell knows what to do.
Hey, don't forget this next week. Give Jill a call out at Sadie's Main Street Sweets. Order you up some cupcakes, and she will deliver them to you. 217-2299. Give Jill a buzz.
The Hounds will punt here on 4th and about 7. JT Haynes back to punt. There's the punt. Looks like it's going to be end over end. Great Greyhound roll right there. Michael Corbridge, who played awesome last week on special teams.
Yes, he did. He was awesome last week, and he gets to down that football because of great hustle. Proud of that young man.
Probably one more play left here. They're going to hustle out there with, we're going under 30 seconds. Get a few of these backups in there. Spencer Molinex, Xavier. Chris Avalos.
Michael Corbridge coming in at corner, had 2 pass deflections last week. Craig Falwell also in, Gavin Tarwater, Clemmy Alcorn, James Dixon. Trying to get it outside. Clemmy Alcorn just going to wrap him up. Great job, Clemmy.
Ball game, folks.
That'll do it for your Hounds. 35-8 over the Jackrabbits.
35-8 on the roads. The Hounds are winners. And again, I didn't really expect it to be like this, but I certainly love it. 35-8 is your final score, and Brian, your final thoughts.
Hey, I am pleased as punch, as they say, with the continued dominance by our defense. I mean, we've just looked good from front to back. Hey, I'm worried about the injuries we've had, but hey, Coach, they'll get in there. Coach Hinsley's going to get these boys, that are going to have to fill in for them. He'll get them directed, know where they've got to be in the positions they've got to be in. Hey, I look forward to going to Hoxie.
Oh, me too. Hayden Schultz?
Just like we said earlier, next guy up. That's the big thing here. If somebody goes down, hey, your number's called, you got to shine. And we saw that a lot of guys coming into the ball game. Like Spencer Molinax, when Kobe went down, did a great job at defensive end. Great job by the Hounds. Offense, I think, looked good. I mean, the 2 interceptions does hurt us, but you go back and look at it and say, hey, we threw the ball a little bit more today, and it opened up the run game with Tariq and Monquel Cox. They did a great job, and then defense doing what they do. Orange Swarm, they did a great job all night. Gave up the 8 at the end, and that was on me. I'll take that. I'll tell Coach Hinsley, shutout's out on me.
Well, I really don't think you had anything to do with it, but if you want to accept all the responsibility, I'll let you. I don't think you had anything to do with it.
We won, so.
35-8, the Hounds are a winner. We're 3-0. Folks, that doesn't happen a lot. You get you a 3-0 start. But anyway, looking forward to what's coming up. Conference play, you play them one at a time. We encourage you to be at Hoxie next week. Game time, 7 o'clock. So long, everybody. George Cal Motor Company player of the game, Tyrell Fryer, number 7 with a pick 6 tonight. Tyrell, tell us a little bit about that. You say you've had a lot of those in your career, and tell us about it.
That was my first pick 6 of my whole career.
That is fantastic. When you saw the ball coming, did you know you had it picked number 1?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell us when it was coming, what were you thinking?
Catch it.
And when you caught it, then what you were thinking?
Run, near sideline.
When you went from the far sideline over there.
Go back.
Yes, sir. Go through the whole play. Go through the process of the start of the play all the way through the touchdown.
Coach told me third downs, watch deep balls. And
he's over there laughing at you too, and you did, and you looked that, yes, got the ball, and tell us about getting blocked. What a great cut that you made over there.
Alberto, he got a good cleanup block.
Oh, did he?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And first one of your career, and that's so exciting. Let's talk about defense overall. Talk about your defense and how good you think these guys are, how good y'all are.
Great.
What makes y'all great?
Well, we're physical.
Very.
Fast.
Very. Yes.
Strong.
Yes. Very. Very. Run to the football. I think it's as good a start from a defensive team that we've had in a long, long time. And I know that guy over there brings a lot of that to the table. He expects perfection, and you guys try to play perfectly. Sometimes that doesn't work out. But what is your feeling about being 3-0?
It feels great. This is our first time, like this, my class being 3-0.
Wow. And this is non-conference. We're looking forward to the conference season. And know anything about Hoxie? We hadn't even talked about Hoxie, have we?
I was there.
Well, we're going to Hoxie, and then Walnut Ridge is going to come here. But let me ask you this. From a football player's standpoint, and we talk about as a defensive back, as a number 2 quarterback, what's your week like in practice? What do you have to do all week long?
Stay focused. Attack the ball. And, quarterback-wise, I just got to get more reps.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you came in here tonight, and you look good, no doubt, to running that football, but a spectacular interception. And let me tell you what, we saw the first flag we saw here, we knew that was holding. We didn't know what the flag was over there. We were just hoping it wasn't against us.
I was scared.
Oh, we wanted you to get that touchdown. We wanted to get that. How's school going for you?
Great.
Have any idea what you're going to do after you get out of high school?
I know I'm going to college. I know that much.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, make your grades. Keep working hard. Keep playing football. You guys got a great chance to do something special, and I'm proud of you, Tyrell. Tyrell Fryer, he's our player of the football game. Big pick 6. First one of his career, and that will excite anybody, no doubt about it. Subway Coaches Show with Coach Mark Hinesley, and 3-0 the Hounds are. Coach, and you said it, 2 words, big win.
Big win.
Talk about it.
You know, anytime that you can come, Lonoke is always a tough place to play for us. It really is. And you probably wouldn't say that because the last 2 times we've come here, we've won. But it is an extremely tough place to come and play against an extremely good 4A football team. And I just like how our kids responded, coming over here and just taking care of business, doing their job.
Well, you win the football game 35-8 and up 35-0. A Mercy Rule game. Clock runs. I want to go back and I want to ask you this. Give me some discussion in the second quarter, midway late in the second quarter, 4th down and 2. Mm-hmm. And I know how you are on 4th and 2.
Yeah.
And we were in our own territory. What was the discussion over there? Because we went for it and went down and got the 2 touchdown lane.
Well,
what y'all talk about over there?
Okay, if you remember, I think it was Gosnell I talked about going for that 4th and 3
right.
in our negative territory, and that's not my style.
Right.
We learned from that because we got ourselves into a formation that the kids weren't comfortable with for going for that. So, you know, we talk about it, and I'm telling you, we prepare more than you would think a high school team would. We really do, because then we started talking about, okay, what's our 4th down play and what's our package we're going to be in, or what's our formation we're going to be in. So we knew what our play was going to be if we had a situation like that again. And I tell the kids all the time is when a lot of times we will call a timeout, and a lot of times it's just to regroup, and a lot of times it's for me to look at their body language and to hear what they've got to say, because, you know, I can say something, Bradley can say something, we can hear something from the press box, but I want to see the kids and see what they're believing in, because they're doing it. They're on the grass doing it. So, you know, when they come to the field and they call the play, I believed him. I trust him, and I said, hey. And when one guy says, no, run it behind me, you listen to him.
Absolutely.
And you know, good result.
Absolutely. Well, you go up 14-0 there, and then you come out and you get the offensively get the football for the first series of the third quarter. We drive it right down the field, score, hold those guys, come back, do it again, 28-0. And then, I mean, hey, listen, an outstanding effort again defensively, Coach. We lose a defensive end coming in. We lose Luke Samaniego. Kobe McCoy gets hurt. I want to ask you about Kobe here in just a moment. But overall, from a defensive standpoint, and you fill in, you make some adjustments, you put new guys in, and we just next man up and just continue to chase that football. We're phenomenal.
You know, and I heard y'all talking. We do. We just fly to the football, and I take that all back to the kids understanding where they're supposed to go. You know, we have assignments: run to you, what do you do? Run away from you, what do you do? And the kids trust that, and they know that, and that's what gives us great leverage. And when we run to the football and we keep the ball inside of us, and the outside guys keep the ball inside them. So, you know, it's just it's an overall great team defense. And, you know, you can't, and I talk to the kids all the time, we always want to defer to start the game because we always want the defense to make the first stop or gets the first fumble. And but the thing about it is we always want to have the lead and the ball start of the second half.
Right.
That's just it's a killer to the other team when you know that you're down by 2 scores and you have to give us the ball back.
Sure.
It's a mental game, and I tell the kids all the time, that's the book we want to write on game day, and we wrote it perfectly tonight.
I've been in that dressing room before, and that's 14-0, you know, as a coach and as a player, and at 14-0. And if you're from Lonoke, it's look, we're going to kick those guys. We got to stop them right here. We stop them, we'll take it down and score. We'll make it 14-7. We got a football game we're going on. And obviously, that big drive was just kind of that was just kind of a nail.
Well, here the last 2, this game in Gosnell maybe specifically, our offense has been our best defense almost to a point too, because we have had extended drives that just kept defense off the field and kept them from scoring. If they don't have the ball, they can't score. And I think our offense is doing a great job of ball security and just getting positive yards and keeping the ball in our hands.
Tyrell Fryer with a big pick. We just talked to him, and boy, what a run back.
Hey, we talk about it all the time. When you make an when you Oski,
sure,
you always run to your near sideline. And the reason why you run to your near sideline is because you want to make sure everybody's on the same page about running your near sideline so you can grab extra blockers. And he did just that. Momentum was taking him that way anyway, but he is near sideline, and I tell him, I want you to run to your near sideline. You'll have a cutback eventually. He found the cutback and put the ball in the end zone. And I couldn't be happy for the kid because he had 2 picks that he missed last week, and for that kid to pull one down this week and put it in the end zone, that's really special for that guy.
I think we beat a real good football team tonight. I really do. I think that bunch is a good football team.
I do too. I've been saying it all week that is a much better football team than we saw last year. They have that at quarterback he's established, balanced kid. Sure. He can run, he can throw. Their offensive line was pretty gritty. Their defense line was huge.
Yes.
They did things right. But it's like I tell the kids, we're going to jump on them early and stay on them, and good things happen.
3-0, the Hounds start undefeated here in our non-conference schedule, and it's on the road where the next 7 weeks are those games that determine where we're going to be playing in week 11.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the Hoxie Mustangs at Hoxie, and it's Hoxie and then Walnut Ridge and so on down the road. But I know you're looking forward to the conference season.
We are, because, Coach Reynolds always talks about the 3 phases, and we all have kind of adopted it. The first phase is now over. It's complete.
Sure.
And we went undefeated in our first phase, and that is awesome for our kids to be able to do that. And the way we did it tonight was real great. But now we're starting our phase 2, which is our conference play, and then phase 3 is our postseason play. And I've talked to the kids ever since Fast Hands is we want to be conference champions, and in order for us to be conference champions, in my mind, we got to run the table and beat everybody.
Right.
So every week is going to be the most important week for us to take the conference and hopefully get us a real good seed in the playoffs.
Coach, I'm excited about going to Hoxie, and we encourage our fans to join us this coming Friday night. And I know Hoxie will have a huge crowd there, and boy, wouldn't it be great for the Newport Greyhounds to have more fans than Hoxie has there. We need your help now. We're 3-0, and we need your help. We need our fans to be there.
We do, and the kids feed off that. I talked about it before. The kids really do feed off of that. The fans, and I can feel them. Lonoke, they're right there too, so you can feel them. And I thought it was great fan support, and I hope it's more next week.
I do too. 3-0, the Newport Greyhounds. Great success here in the we call the preseason, the first phase, as you're talking about, and looking forward to things coming up. Mark Hansley. Good luck, my friend, for the rest of the way. We've got 7 weeks to determine where we go next.
That's exactly right.
Go Hounds.
Go Hounds.